Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Friday Happy Hour. I'm Mitchell Renz, host of the Raiders Report, and coming up, Chuggs and I got a hell of a show on tap for y'all. Not only are we going to be breaking down some guys that flat out deserves to get some contract extensions, we also got a huge Madden Simulation up against the Denver Broncos. On top of that, a lot of OTA news and storylines that I think a lot of people out there are just wondering, thinking about, because anytime OTAs happens, anytime training camp, anytime mini camp, all of these things end up going down. A lot of questions, a lot of storylines around the silver and black. So coming up here, I got the biggest storylines that I think the nation needs to know about. And the fact that today not only is Friday Happy Hour, the fact that also today is the final day of May, we're going to have a lot of competitions, a lot of battles going down, and a lot of shenanigans that I can promise you. So how about this? Because we get a lot of different questions that always pop up here on this show. And one of the questions that we've been asking a lot because of the post-June 1st money that the Raiders are about to get, what do you think is a free agent that the Raiders could go out and potentially sign this offseason? And, you know, you can look at Xavier Howard, Stephon Gilmore. We talked about a bunch of these players a little bit yesterday. But when you think about the importance of adding a little bit of extra talent here to this offensive line, maybe you want to add a little bit of talent to the defensive side of the football. Name a free agent that you want the silver and black team to go out and get. Shout out to Nando. Shout out to KJ Gilmore. 93 Nabman. What's up to all the real ones out there? Rebel Montana. You're right. I'm not even going to trip with you. Delay of stream. That one's on me. So, Rebel, cheers, man. Yeah, I know. I was like, maybe he's going to go with a different way here. The other question that I was going to ask is, who's the Raiders' most important offensive lineman? Because today we're going to talk about Kolton Miller. Today we're also going to talk about Jackson Powers-Johnson. And a lot of question marks around those two guys. I think also there's some question marks maybe still around Andre James. How is he going to fit with brand new offensive line coach James Craig? How is he going to fit with Luke Getsy? Is Thayer Munford ready to be the right tackle? Because every single offseason we always hear, all right, this guy's ready to take the step. But is he actually to do it? I'm going to give some shout-outs here. Let me know down below who's the most important Raiders offensive lineman this upcoming season. I got Noah. Thanks for the Nova, excuse me. Thanks for the Panda Sups deal. I got my stack yesterday, save for only $100. So we do a awesome deal with Panda. They're not a sponsor on today's show, but it is a great deal. It is chatsports.com/mystack. And I can't wait for you to try the protein, Nova. You got to let me know which protein you got. Because, I mean, you can even let me know which, like, burner product you got. Also, like, which BCA one. The protein, though, it's the best protein I've ever had. It's unbelievable, and I want you to be able to confirm with me because I tell people all the time how good Panda Sups protein is, and I don't really think it does justice because a lot of people are just like, oh, they sponsor the show. He's just going to say whatever he wants. Not true at all. It's phenomenal protein. I gotta know which one you got, Nova. Let me know down below. All right, let's get back into this in terms of most important offensive linemen. As the Lesbo says, Kolton Miller. I am seeing a lot, and I mean a lot of Kolton Millers down there below. From Diehard Raider Fan 365. Ratchet Raider says Thayer Munford. I also see Vincenzo. Big Papa says Miller. The protein is legit. Yes, it's great. Matthew Blaine, Alex Leatherwood. You're really trying to trigger me here on a Friday, huh? I love Panda Subs from Drew. Shit's legit, man. Andre James from Joshua Garcia. Jackson Powers-Johnson coming in here from Allen. Another question that has nothing to do with the Raiders, but the amount of shit talking that's already been going down here at the Chat Sports Studios. And in case you're wondering, we have two teams here at Chat Sports. We will be live for Celtics, and we will be live for Mavs. We got Allie Barefoot and Smitty. Over here, Harrison Graham and Coop. This is going to be a hell of a matchup here for Chat Sports. The fact that we have both of our teams in the NBA Finals. A lot of rivalries going on. I got to ask, who you got? Are you going to go with the Boston Celtics? Or are you going to be rolling with the Dallas Mavs? I got to ask you, who are you going with? I've been watching a lot of playoff basketball. I'll admit, I've watched more playoff basketball this year than I've ever watched playoff basketball ever. On top of that, I've probably watched more basketball in the last month than I have in the last 2 years.
For this, I got to go with the Mavs. I think you have two closers in Luka and Kyrie.
Yeah.
Guys who can really, finish off games. Jason Tatum's sort of like that. I don't know if Jaylen Brown is of that caliber. He's a great player. He's,
sure.
a top 20, top 30 player in the league.
Yep.
But is he one of those guys in the last 2 minutes you want the ball in his hand? I'm not sure if that's the case. I'm going with Dallas in 6, maybe in 7.
Okay. I'm kind of with you where I think if the game is close into the fourth quarter, it's a Mavs game because they got the two best closers in that series. I think then on top of that, though, it wouldn't surprise me if the Mavs did a solid job early on, and then the longer and longer that series goes, if the Celtics end up winning some more games, because I do think they have more depth. The wild card to me, though, is Kristaps Porzingis. Is he going to be healthy? If he's not healthy, I agree with you that Mavs are going to win. But I'll be real with you. I don't want to say that I don't care who wins, because I don't care who wins. I just want a Game 7. If you told me right now I'm getting a Game 7, I will tell you don't give a shit who wins. Literally don't care. Give me a Game 7. I want to see Coop. I want to see Smitty and Foot in a Game 7 of the NBA Finals, and I'm a happy camper. Right now I am seeing a lot.
Coop does not want that.
I'm seeing a lot of Bostons down here. And a few light the beams. Yeah?
He says Mavs in 4.
If it's Mavs in 4.
Worst NBA Finals ever.
Probably up there. Today's Super Chat menu is as followed. Every 100 likes that we get, we already got 300 people here in the building. We're going to spin the wheel. I don't know what the deals are that Jeremy has cooked up over there. If you're a first-time Super Chatter, we're going to do something I like to call Beer Cheers. Now, obviously, not everybody's 21. I get it. But this show was created basically with the idea of when I went to an Oakland tailgate, you weren't eating alone, you weren't drinking alone, and I knew the nation liked to party together. So think of this show as like, hey, if somebody throws in a $100 Super Chat and I do a beer bong bang and I throw one back, I better not be the only guy doing it. I better see a few people participate in that bad boy as well. Every $10 Super Chat, you get added to our Boot Hall of Fame, which I'll be real with you, I'm going to say there's like maybe 5 to 10 spots left. Once this bad boy fills up, we're going to auction it off. Who knows? Maybe it's today. And then every hundo is a beer bong bang. But you know what, Chuggs? It's the final day of May. I want to let my hair down here a little bit, and I got a special offer out there for everybody who's watching and participating. Remember, whoever's the Bang MVP every single month, you're going to get yourself a Raiders Report jersey that literally says the month, Bang, and then it says MVP. So we've already had a lot of MVPs throughout the months with January, February, which let me give a quick shout out here. Justin Abgen, January MVP. Lord Cameron Abbott, February MVP. March, David Zahn. April, Ira Jackson. And as it stands right now, Venthrak is in the lead. He's got 14 bangs. The next closest person is 93 Nabman with 9. Then you got John Scheffler, Noah Santana with 7. Ultra VAB, David Zahn with 6. Ira Jackson, Husker Raider, Tri-Van, all mixed in there with 4 and 5. My point is this. If you bang today, it's going to count as 1. If you bang a second time, that bang's going to count as 2. So that's 3. Third bang, 3. Fourth, 5th, 5th. You get the idea? So hypothetically speaking, if you were to hit the gong today, that's 15 total bangs for the month of May. Bottom line, if you want to let your hair down here a little bit, I'm down to clown. Also, whoever's the MVP of today's show, I'm going to rock your jersey the next time I go live for a Madden Sim. I will say, the next Madden Sim that we do, it's in like 2 weeks. And the only reason is next week I got my buddy's bachelor party, and Jeremy and I are going to do some different shows on Monday and Tuesday to get you guys some extra content. And I like doing the Madden Sims on Thursday and Friday because, we get a little bit crazy here. So the next Madden Sim I end up doing is probably not going to be for 2 weeks. Shout out to Venthrak. He has been the back-to-back Madden MVP. Wow. The question is anybody going to take his crown away? Only time will tell. What up, Nova? Cookies and cream protein, strawberry watermelon BCA, Panda Punch Burn. I will say the strawberry watermelon BCA, you mix that in with just like some water. It's a super refreshing drink. Alex and I also like the melon one. It's kind of like cantaloupe water. And then the cookies and cream protein is going to blow your mind, dude. It's got real chunks of cookie in it. I don't know if you've had it yet. Their protein's almost so good you don't think it's good for you.
Yeah.
I mean, there's the mint chocolate chip is my personal favorite, but the cookies and cream, if you like strawberry stuff, next time you get it, try their freeze-dried strawberry one. It's got real chunks of strawberry in it. It's unbelievable.
I actually made a creamy last night.
Oh, yeah?
Chocolate milk, scoop of the strawberry protein, and a couple of just regular strawberries in there. Tasted like a chocolate-covered strawberry. It was amazing.
Yeah. I'm actually mad at myself that I've never thought to do that because that's like Alex's favorite dessert. Like if it's Valentine's Day and I'm trying to get, you know what I'm talking about? If I get chocolate-covered strawberries, I'm usually in a pretty good spot in a few hours from there. I might have to pull that one out.
Dude, yeah, chocolate milk, the strawberry protein, just a couple of strawberries. Tastes amazing.
Yeah, okay. We'll have to give it a shot. All right, y'all, we got 320 people here. We are one like away from hitting 100. Who's going to be like 100? I got to know because the first segment we got coming up here is some OTA news. The second segment that I'm going to get into is some players that the Raiders should consider giving a contract extension to. You know, we talk a lot about free agents. The Raiders are about to get $24 million thanks to Jimmy Garoppolo. We talk about free agents. But the Raiders are going to have somewhere around $41 million in total where, like, you can go out and sign a free agent or two. You also can go out and give a contract extension to some player. So to me, there are 5 guys, and I have them ranked of who deserves a contract extension the most. We're going to go through that, and we're going to break it all down for you here on today's show. Real question also, who's going to be the first person to bang? Who are you betting on? First person to bang. Who are you betting on?
Martin.
You're betting on Martin? All right.
Stop.
Get up there. A Jeremy Chuggs nasty jelly bean. They're on my desk. I know. The reason why, and I'll be honest with y'all, the reason why I was a little bit late today, Jeremy was on time. It was on me. I just got this new place. Alex and I are trying to get situated and had to talk with our landlord today. So that's not a lot of complications. Jeremy's going to go get the jelly beans. If you don't know what they are I can't even describe to you how disgusting they are. They are called Bean Boozled, and I'll say this, like, if you guys have a 4th of July party, which is obviously coming up here in about a month, if you have like a family get-together or anything and you just want to do something that's a little bit different, and especially if you have kids, you get a few of these jelly beans, you do like a roulette wheel of jelly beans, you're going to make some very, very unhappy kids. I will say this, I don't know if I've seen an adult laugh harder than my uncle seeing his kids eat these jelly beans thinking that they were going to be normal. Hysterical. Absolutely hysterical. Does that mean I get to pick it out, though?
No.
I don't get to pick it out?
No chance.
No? You know who's always a good guy to put a bet on for the first bang? It's usually this guy. And I'm just going to warn y'all right now, the fact that this is the first bang we're getting on today's show, I hope y'all brought your drinking pants. David Zon Bang! You know what? There's no better person I'd rather hang out with on my Friday than Mr. David Zahn. Zahn, how the hell are you? How the hell are you, Mr. Zahn? If you guys don't want to hang out today, that's fine, but you at least got to spam David Zahn. What'd you get? You got some bullshit. What'd you get?
I got a good one.
Did you? Oh, I got toothpaste. I got the one that tastes like toothpaste.
No, it was birthday cake.
Oh, that's a risky one then. That's a pretty risky one. So the birthday cake one, so it's like 1 out of every 5 is usually a good tasting one. So Chug's got birthday cake. If you get the dirty dishwater though, I'm not lying to you, it literally sits in your mouth, giggity, for like, dude, I mean that flavor's in there for a few minutes. It's bad. It's bad. Zon, this one's for you, my man.
Brandon, Mr. Tuna. Got to get those BHOF, Mitch. What is
BH
on the BHOF?
Looking forward on seeing who gets it, and I get
Charlie Tuna. Oh, Boot Hall of Fame. Duh, I'm dumb.
I'm not going to lie. I was trying to figure out as well. On the Boot Hall of Fame, got to get that. You know what? Whoever spams Zon the most, I'm going to add you to our Boot Hall of Fame.
Dat. Boom, boom, boom.
I got to get that. Got to get that. Got to get that. Boom, boom, boom. You got to be shitting me.
David Zon Bang!
All right. Whoever spams on the most, you're getting on.
Imagine sending a bang and then all it says is, let this sit in your mouth.
Zon's the kind of guy that when he sends that in, he's playing in the background 50 Cent Lollipop. You know what I mean? Like, is that? No, it's not Lollipop. It's a
candy shop.
Candy shop.
Let you take me to the candy. The best part of one of my favorite parts of The Hangover is the very end when they have the wedding singer. And he's like,
dude.
you lick the lollipop.
Oh, I'm so happy you brought that up.
Come on, girl, don't you stop.
So Alex recently has been like, let's do a band for our wedding. And I'm like, I would love a band, but I can only afford a DJ. You know what I mean? Like that type of conversation. And we go to the wedding we went to last weekend. They had a band. And she was like, I really want a band for our wedding.
What was the name of the band?
Oh, I have no idea.
Emerald City?
To be honest, no idea.
There's a band here in Dallas called Emerald City that literally I've seen, I'm not even joking with you, at 4 or 5 weddings. They are the wedding band of Dallas.
Really?
Emerald City.
I'm going to have to look it up. All I know is, though, like, I mean, you could look at, I don't want to give their last name because they're my friends, but if you want to look who they were. Anyway, the reason why I started going down this tangent of this story is because I go, the only person I want to sing at our wedding is that guy. And I had to show her the clip because it starts off like normal and then it just goes down a rabbit hole of how the hell else can you make this song even more sexual?
On their website, it says Emerald City Band has performed in over 4,000 weddings in the last 20 years.
4,000 weddings.
I'm telling you, they are the wedding band of Dallas.
That's insane. Big luck. I'm adding you to the Boot Hall of Fame here. You could thank Zon. Big luck. He's getting on there as well, which also means I owe another for Zon. If you could, check your messages. That would be much obliged. Once you get a second, just give me one. Zon, I'm going to take this one down for you, man. Though, I wish I didn't do that. I actually don't like to chug these. It's the same amount of alcohol content, same everything. I just don't like chugging the hard iced teas. They're not as good.
Yeah. Don't love it.
Oh, man. So that means, hang on a second, I got to do some math here. That means Zon, for today alone, is now got 3 bangs, which now puts him tied with 93 Navman behind Venthrak for our May race. Spoke to Spoon. Navman Bang! Well, I thought today might be a little bit of a slower paced day, and you are not the father. So, just like Mark Davis. Just like Mark Davis.
Speaking of Navman Venmos.
Dude, did you hear who the father of that kid is?
Joey Gallo.
That's insane.
Speaking of Navman Venmos, if you want to get in our Venmo race, $20 to enter. We're going to do it maybe at halftime, maybe at the end of the game. What?
I'm just reading Zon's. I'll be your wedding singer. It'll be like the movie. There's not a doubt in my mind that it'll be like the movie. Which movie, though? The movie Chuggs and I were talking about? Or the one that... What's happening here? What's happening? You want one?
You said this.
Yep. Bro. F you, Navman, Zon! Bang!
It's a bang fight.
Zon, you got to go to bed, man.
It's a bang fight.
Zon, you got to go to bed, man.
They're going to bang it out. Just 2 Raider fans banging it out online. There we go.
I'm in trouble. Yep, this is bad. I'm in trouble. This now gives Zahn, for the record, he's now at 12. If I'm Venthrak, I'm starting to sweat a little bit. Navman's got 10 for this month. And it's just a casual FU Navman. Like, there's nothing else to it. I'm actually impressed. I didn't take Zahn as a smiley face like that type of guy, though. I'll be real. I really didn't take it as that. Yep, today's already going to be a wild one, Noah.
Oh, yeah.
Today's going to be a crazy day.
We even have a sim going on today.
We have 2 segments and a sim. 2 segments and a full sim to get to. And with the sim that we got coming up here on the show, who do you think is the best quarterback out of the 4 that you see on screen? Is it Gardner? Is it Aidan O'Connell? Is it Bo Nix? Is it Jarrett Stidham? We're going to let some of these votes roll in. And as soon as I'm back up on screen, I'll pour up another beer bong. You got one in you.
I have one.
He's like, I got one in me. I have at least one. And yes, again, if anybody wants to get in our 50-50 raffle, reminder, $20 Venmo to do so. I mean, right now, this is very split between Gardner Minshew and Aidan O'Connell, which honestly doesn't really surprise me. I was just curious to see if we still had some Bo Nix fans in our chat, just because I knew Bo Nix was just such a fan favorite, if you will. Yeah, that one's for you. He was just such a fan favorite for a long, long time for a lot of people here on this show.
I was aboard the Stiddy train for a little bit.
Yeah.
Whenever they started in those last 2 games, I really thought, I was like, I think he's the next guy up.
Oh, really? I thought he had the opportunity to be, again, like, to me, the way I look at Aidan O'Connell is kind of the way that I look at Stidham, where if you need him in a spot start, can be good. But, like, is that the guy you really want as your long-term starting quarterback? No, I don't really think so. All right, this is my last one until my next segment. I'm just telling you that right now.
Godzilla! Mitch, is it wrong to wear a Carr or Waller jersey to a home game, finally going to my first game versus the Browns this year? Mitch, thoughts?
I'll say this. In terms of, is it wrong to wear a Derek Carr jersey? No. I'm not going to hate on anybody for taking a jersey that was once a player and then you still wearing it. You spent your hard-earned money on that jersey. As far as I'm concerned, wear the jersey, because the moment Derek Carr retires, he's going to go down as one of the greatest Raiders quarterbacks of all time. His jersey's okay to wear. And I know Waller's jersey, like, Waller right now is not a very popular player just because of everything going on in his life. But then if I also told you, hey, who's the single season holder for most receptions in a season for the Las Vegas Raiders, that answer is Darren Waller with 107. So, like, I'll look at it 2 ways. Yes, do both of those players on other teams right now? Yeah, they're both on other teams. Is there probably some conflict around both of those guys right now? Yeah, sure. But at the same time, did you spend your hard-earned money on that jersey? If that answer is yes, then F it, wear it. If you don't want to wear an 83 or a number 4 jersey, you can pull, I've seen, hell, I do it. I got a number 4 Aidan O'Connell jersey back there, right? Derek Carr jersey. Slap a piece of duct tape on that bad boy, write Godzilla, write Zahn, write Jeremy Chuggs on it if you don't want to rock it. I mean, you spent your money, go get it. The reason why, though, I will always have people buy jerseys with us here, any jersey that we show up on our show, we have something that's called jersey insurance. So if a player is traded, you can actually trade your jersey in.
Not with us.
Yeah, not with us, but with our jersey provider. Correct.
Fanatics.
Correct. That's why anytime anybody buys a jersey with the links that we provide, if you need a new one, you can have this thing that's called jersey insurance. You just got to go through Fanatics, and they will hook you up with a new one.
You do have to purchase it also before.
Correct.
Like when you buy it.
Correct. Yeah, like you can't go on Fanatics now, buy a Darren Waller jersey, which they are on sale, shocker, and then be like, well, he got traded. Can I get a new jersey? No. It's like you bought a jersey with Waller in 2019. He gets traded to the Giants. Then there's that thing called jersey insurance. If you're like, I've never heard of that, that's amazing, look it up. It's a thing. It's 100% a thing. Tycoon says, I need jersey insurance. We all need insurance in our lives, man. We all need at least a little bit. All right, y'all, who's ready to get into this first segment before Zahn decides to be crazy again? I'm down to get into this first segment. We got some Raiders OTA news, and you know what, Chuggs?
What?
I'm gonna make a deal out there, and Zahn's already done enough. Zahn is already done enough. If we get 2 bangs during this next segment, what is this face? What is this? What is this? What is this? It's Friday happy.
It's a shot clock.
It's Friday happy hour.
Every 10 is a shot during this segment.
That's what you want.
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say if we get 2 bangs, I'll do a boot. So what? You're gonna? How about this? You take the 10s, and I'll do the boot.
Okay.
Is that the deal?
That's the deal.
Every 10, you're gonna do a shot.
Yep.
If we get 2 bangs, I gotta do a boot. Campy's on. Campy's on.
You would like that, wouldn't you?
I would. I'll be honest. Zahn scares the hell out of me, man. What's up, Drew? College World Series this year. Get to Omaha. I was actually talking to one of my buddies. I was trying to figure out a way to make it happen. The unfortunate answer is I got a lot of stuff going on in June already. One of my, actually, he watches this show. He's a big Raider fan. And first baseman for Tennessee. Go check him out. He's the all-time home run leader at the University of Tennessee. Blake, if you're watching, shout out to you.
Really?
Yeah, big-time watcher of the show. So, but he used to watch the show. I mean, him and I still talk. I haven't talked to him probably in a month or two. He's pretty busy now. But, like, before he declared, like, to go to Tennessee, he would always watch the show. And he would always, like, send us questions and a bunch of stuff like that. And then one day I was like, oh, like, where are you going to go play college baseball? He's like, oh, I'm going to go play at Tennessee. I'm like, holy shit. He's pretty freaking good.
Like Tennessee Community College? No. Tennessee.
Tennessee. Yep, Blake Burke. Check him out. He is a diehard Raider fan, watches the Raiders report all the time. And I didn't go to the University of Tennessee, but that's the team I'm rooting for just because, hey, if you support me and Chuggs, I'm going to support you as well. Coming up here, let's get into some of these storylines that are going down around Raiders OTAs. There's a lot of them, and the deal is on starting in 3, 2, 1. Let's get it. Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz here, host of the Raiders Report, and coming up on today's show, we're going to be looking at some Raiders OTA news that has just happened, today over the past few days on top of that, and then I've gone through and I've looked at the 6 biggest OTA storylines to know. Ed Robbins, you're a crazy SOB if you're not watching this live. If you want to shout out here on the Raiders Report, you can send in a big super chat when we're live, or you can also hit that subscribe button. One of the things that we're trying to do here on the show is show some love to all of the new subs. We're getting close to 170,000 people on this show. So Wilfred, Anthony, Kimber, E. Brown, and then Dean. Ephraim Brown. Appreciate you. And if you want to see your name on a future Raiders Report show and you've watched this show for a long time and you've never hit that sub button, I will prove to you that this is more of a community, more of a family, more like an Oakland tailgate than just a simple YouTube channel. All right, let's get into the very first storyline here around the Las Vegas Raiders, and it is, what the is going on with Kolton Miller? Is he injured or is he not injured? The only reason why I'm sitting up here really sweating over this one is because obviously he's the left tackle of this football team, and he's got to be protecting the blind side of either Aidan O'Connell or Gardner Minshew. But the fact that this guy has yet to practice during OTAs, I am a little bit worried. And remember, the Raiders, all NFL teams during this time of the year, they don't have to let you know any injuries. They can have all undisclosed injuries, and that's what's happening right now. The reason why I'm starting to sweat, though, is because usually when a player is dealing with something, they're at practice, but they're working on the sidelines. And Miller's been working on the sidelines during OTAs, which indicates to me something's going on. There has been a rumor circulating that he's still dealing with a shoulder injury, and he started only 11 games last season. He was able to play in 13. Reminder, he was like that emergency offensive lineman for 2 games. So, just something to think about. But with Miller, who really has been very healthy throughout the majority of his career, Last season was the first year where we were like, all right, he's been dealing with the shoulder injury. Should we be worried about it? I've also reached out to Miller's camp. I've reached out to Kolton himself. And this is usually a player that, I'll be real with you, him and I have a good back and forth. He was in our competitive eating contest last season against Jermaine Illuminor, the wing contest. So, I feel like I have a good rapport with his group, we'll call him. And it is crickets right now. The fact that I'm getting crickets and I'm not getting anything, I'm telling you, I'm starting to sweat a little bit, and I need an update on what's going on here with Kolton Miller. Let's go to the second storyline that, let's face it, the nation needs to start paying attention to. Because if we were to start the season right now, I don't know if Kolton Miller's out there, and I don't know if our second-round rookie out of Oregon, Jackson Powers Johnson, is going to be out there either. This is a player who fell out of the first round because of his injury concerns. Multiple NFL teams had a lot of injury concerns. And I know what JPJ said when he got drafted. I'm 100% healthy. I'm ready to go. I say that and, I'm happy that he said it. I'm happy he addressed it. But then it's also, what do you expect this young man to say? He's a hard-playing football player. He brings that Raider mentality. And, everybody that rocks with the silver and black is fired up to see this guy go out and hit some people on the offensive line. But he left practice early as an unspecified injury on May 21st. He has yet to return to practice. And last season, he dealt with a groin injury. He dealt with a hip injury. And he's dealt with multiple concussions over his career. So the fact that already in the first few practices, you're seeing a guy kind of battling a few injuries here. This does make me nervous because I believe in Andre James. I believe in Dylan Parham. Thayer Munford's doing a hell of a job. But missing 2 out of your 5 starting offensive linemen with a brand new offensive line coach, with a brand new offensive coordinator, with a brand new head coach GM, this is a story that is not being talked about enough. And I get it. You don't have to specify what the injuries are. My simple request is, can me, for the love of God, so I can sleep at night. It's like that meme. Chuggs and I always bring it up. Your wife thinks that you're thinking about another girl when you're sleeping. I'm not. I'm thinking about, is Kolton Miller healthy? Is Jackson Powers Johnson healthy? So my question is this. Which one out of these injuries, if there is an injury, the storyline is more concerning? Is it Kolton Miller, type 74, or is it JPJ? I want you to type 70. This is going to be the pinned comment on today's show, and if you don't answer this, then quite frankly, you don't give a shit. Let me know down below my answer after this YouTube ad break. The most concerning injury is Kolton Miller. The most important offensive lineman on this Raiders team is Kolton Miller. I have very high expectations for Jackson Powers Johnson. I think Andre James is one of the more underappreciated centers in the NFL. I think Dylan Parham, the flexibility that he gives you on this offensive line is not talked about enough. And Thayer Munford is literally moving mountains this offseason. All right, maybe not literally, but he's doing a hell of a job this offseason. If Kolton Miller is injured, this is a massive, and I'm talking massive storyline that we need to pay attention to, because maybe that's one of the reasons why right after the NFL draft, they went out and got Andres Pete. And right away, Antonio Pierce said he's going to be playing predominantly on the left side, the backup to Kolton Miller. I need some updates to Lesko. I need some updates, AP, on what's going on with our left side of our offensive line. Let's talk about the guys that, hey, they're blocking for. The storyline number 3 here is who's winning the Raiders quarterback battle between Gardner Minshew and Aidan O'Connell. Last week, I talked to you all about a note that I received from one of my people at practice, and he said, from what it looks like right now, Aidan is in the lead. We've got some more updates over the past, week or so that says this is a 50-50 shot right now. Both guys are going out there. They're doing their thing. It's a really, really good competition, and this is going to be something that's not going to be decided in June. It's not going to be decided in May. It's not going to be decided in July. This is probably going to come down all the way down to August, and quite frankly, if I'm Antonio Pierce, Tom Telesco, even Rich Scangarillo, the Raiders quarterback coach, I'm not telling you who's going to be the starting QB until, week 1. We're going to trot somebody out there. Make the Los Angeles Chargers prepare for 2 different people. AOC has shown that he's got good pocket awareness, which, big thing, one of the Raiders offensive linemen last season said AOC needs to really, really work on his pocket awareness. His quick release is there, which you like to see. Minshew, though, from what I've been told, is clearly the more athletic quarterback and has done a good job making some extra plays outside of the pocket. Both guys are doing good. both guys are in this competition. Nobody is a clear winner yet. I saw this quote from Raiders quarterback coach Rich Scangarillo on both AOC and Minshew, and I wanted to share it with you guys. They're both incredible. Good personalities. They balance each other well. They're different how they approach it. They're different how they play, but their mindsets are similar. They're bringing out the best in each other. We've thrown a lot at them, and they've handled it well. I mean, I know that Aidan O'Connell was on this team last season, but AOC's learning a brand new offense just like Gardner Minshew. And even though AOC was rocking with us last year, I will say, there's a part of me that is going to give that little bit of an advantage to Gardner Minshew, who's already had to learn multiple different schemes from his times with the Colts, the Jags, the Philadelphia Eagles. He's been there. He's done that. I think if we can have an open competition here at QB, it's going to be good for all parties involved because competition brings out the best in you. If Aidan wins the battle, hell yeah, we're rocking with AOC, ready to go to Gardner Minshew if he struggles. If Gardner wins the battle, it's flip-flop, and we're right back to the same situation. All I care about is Raiders having a quarterback that can win us some football games and help us reach the ultimate prize. Before I get into the next three storylines here around the silver and black, reminder, Father's Day. It's right around the corner, and I don't want you to forget about it. And I'll be real with y'all. I spend so much time thinking about what I want to get my mom for Mother's Day because, my mom's my mom, my dad's my dad. Where my dad's not as much of a gift type of person. He's more along the lines of, hey, don't worry about me. Where even if my mom says that, I'm always going to worry about mom. But my dad's my best friend. And I'm sure a lot of y'all have good relationships with your dad. If you are a dad and maybe your son has got some kids, Father's Day is right around the corner. Even if you want to be a good dad and a dog dad, right? Alex will get me stuff because I'm a dog dad, right? Bottom line is this. I don't always think about my dad for Father's Day in terms of getting him a gift. And that's on me. I'm telling you right now. And if you're just like that, where you kind of put it off because maybe, Dad, you don't worry about it so much, here's the thing. I got an awesome gift idea for you, whether your dad's got a sick Raiders garage, maybe you went to a game this upcoming season. If you plan on going to a game this season, one of the gift ideas that I did last year that I absolutely loved, which this is for Alex's dad, Cowboys fan. But what we did was I ended up buying him a picture frame, a Cowboys picture frame, and then when we went to the Raiders-Cowboys game last season, we got a picture there, and I said, hey, we're going to go to this game. When we do, we're going to get a picture, and you can put it in the picture frame. I think memories, it's why I like going to games. You create those memories. This is a whole long tangent here. Bottom line, don't forget about your dad. Don't forget about the important people in your life. And if you need a Father's Day gift, we got all sorts of stuff. It's at that link that you see down there below, chatsports.com/RaidersDad. We got a Father's Day sale. That link's going to be available to y'all down in the comments and in the description of today's show. To all the dads out there, I got to get, you know what we need, Chuggs? We need a Raiders, what do we need? We need a DILF. Chatsports.com/RaidersDILF. We did it for the moms. We got to do it for the dads too. That'll definitely get clicks. All right, let's go to storyline number 4 here on the show. Is Thayer Munford ready to be the Raiders' right tackle this season? Because Antonio Pierce, he's looking at everybody in the camera and he's going, I never had any doubts that Thayer Munford was going to be the right tackle. And now with the extra concerns around JPJ, the extra concerns around Kolton Miller, I'd be lying to tell you that there's not a little bit of extra pressure on Munford to be able to step up and handle that right tackle duty because he's been dominating the first team reps at right tackle throughout the majority of OTA practices so far. And according to multiple reports, and I'm also going to tell you according to players, Munford is bringing it. According to our old Raiders player, Munford looks as good as you possibly could have asked him to look. And what does that mean? A lot of times that's preparation. He's in his 3rd year now, and sometimes it takes, multiple years for it to click. It also, when you have different regimes and you're dealing with Josh McDaniels, it doesn't really surprise me that it's going to take multiple years to click. But Thayer challenged himself, and he's really put himself in a lot of good positions in terms of got himself in shape, got his footwork to be a lot more better, but it's the confidence. And, I think when I say this as being a man himself, and I'm sure every man watching the show, I'm sure a lot of the ladies that are watching the show, I'm sure, some of the younger generation, older generation. As a human being, if you don't have confidence in what you're doing, you're never going to be able to do it at a high level. And that's just a cold, hard fact. Imagine doing your job and you're not being confident and millions of people are watching. Last season, and even earlier on when he was a rookie, that's what was happening to Thayer. It sounds like this year he's walking around with that big D energy, playing right tackle, and he's getting it done. I saw this quote from Thayer Munford, and again, like, you can already tell that he's a lot more confident in his ability. Night and day difference from my first year, my second year to now. Now I'm like, all right, I know I can play. I know I can go against one of the best, especially with Max Crosby and anybody else that we're going to play this year. All I have to do now is actually meet my potential and actually do it and help everybody else out and on the team as well. Like, to me, Munford, you saw glimpses last season of a player that can get it done at right tackle, a player that could get it done at left tackle, and that versatility is really going to help him out stay in the league for a long time. Now, I care about this season, and I want him to go out there and dominate at right tackle. And I do think one of the reasons why the Raiders let Jermaine Illuminor go, and, you know, Jermaine signed a 2-year, $14 million deal with the Giants. The Raiders did not match that offer, and if anybody thinks that's a lot of money for a right tackle in the NFL, you're fooling yourself, especially when you look at the year that Jermaine had last season. They didn't offer Jermaine anything. They never, ever offered Jermaine Illuminor a contract. Why? They believe in Thayer Munford, and with everything that their expectations were to compare to what you're seeing at OTA practice tells me Thayer's getting it done, and he's going to be your right tackle this upcoming season. Let's go to storyline number 5 here, and it's, will Brock Bowers and Michael Mayer be able to thrive together? I don't want them to play together. Weird thing to say. I want them to thrive together, right? Like, when the Raiders drafted Brock Bowers, everybody's going, what does this mean for Michael Mayer? If anything, I don't think it actually impacts Mayer at all. To me, Bowers is going to be on the field, and if Bowers is on the field, that doesn't mean Mayer's on the sideline. No, it means Mayer predominantly. I'll make this bet right now with every single one of y'all. I think Michael Mayer plays more tight end snaps than Brock Bowers this season, and I don't know if it's all that close. Bowers is going to line up in the slot. They have lined him up, from what I've been told, as a slot receiver, as an outside receiver, both X and Y, and they've already started to line him up as a fullback, not in a sense of, you know, blocking, but like they're lining him up in a fullback. I've also heard reports that they're lining him up like behind or right next to the quarterback with Gardner Minshew. So like they're going to throw him out there. Think of like a Kyle Juszczyk, how the San Francisco 49ers use him on wheel routes all over the football field. Bowers is going to get his. But the fact that Michael Mayer's also dropped 10 pounds and he's showing that he's a lot faster, this is a good recipe for a team that wants to run a lot of 12 personnel, that 2 tight end set. And there's even a part of me like where people are like, Mitch, they're going to run 2 tight end sets, Bowers and Mayer, right? From what I've understood, when they're thinking about 2 tight end sets, that also means like Bowers could be in the game, Mayer could be in the game, Bowers could be lined up though as a wide receiver with Devontae, but Harrison Bryant's also going to play an important role this season. I know he's the 3rd tight end, but this is also somebody that won the Best Tight End Award back at FAU in 2019. He's a good blocker. And if you want to get more information on how the Raiders are going to use Bryant this season, and anybody out there that's sleeping on this guy, you got to wake up. And if you need a wake-up call, I want you to go check out this video here that I made on Harrison Bryant. He's going to have a role this year for the Raiders, and it needs to be known because it might not show up in the stat sheet, but this young man here is going to have himself a role, and I want you to check out that video. Let's go to the last storyline that I got here on today's show. Somebody asked me the other day, which UDFAs have the best chance to make the Raiders 53-man roster? And, you know, when we originally made the video on the Raiders UDFA tracker, I gave out some grades on some UDFAs, and I talked about a lot of the guys that are already standing out. I'll be real with you. Out of the 17 UDFAs that are on the roster right now, most of these guys are not going to make the team. In fact, if one UDFA makes the team, that's usually pretty good. And I say that because this Raiders team is a lot more talented than what they were last season. And a lot of times, I think with Raider fans, they expect more UDFAs to make the roster simply because of years past where, let's face it, the Raiders haven't been that good of a football team, so sometimes UDFAs end up finding their spot. When you get better and better and better, you know, the UDFAs don't have an easy of a job to get on there. I will say the only way, I shouldn't say the only way, you're going to have to make this team if you're a UDFA with versatility, whether it's playing a main position, but also mainly special teams. I will say, based on reports, there have been some UDFAs that have been impressing. So I have 3 notes that are based on reports. One is a personal text message that I have received. So the reports are Carter Bradley at quarterback, from what I understand right now, is outplaying Anthony Brown and clearly looks like the better backup quarterback to run Luke Getsy's system, where Anthony Brown's not running it as successfully. Amari Gaynor, I know, mouthful. Amari Gaynor and Ron Stone right now are battling it out, and I think both of those guys do have an opportunity to make the 53-man roster because of outside of Malcolm, Max, Tyree, not a lot of other players are really standing out. Yes, the Raiders want Janarius Robinson, but I've also been told he's still not a lock to make this team. And then Jaquan Shepard at cornerback continues to really show like he's got his length, long player. I had a text message from somebody that was from Jaquan Shepard that said he's not ready to play in the NFL yet as a corner, but in regards to this new special teams role, the Raiders really want long, lanky. He's 6'2", 200 pounds, very physical athlete, and the reason why the Raiders gave him the money they did as a UDFA was not so much as a corner, it was to help out Ja'Cory Bennett, but then also to be a big use on those kick return rules. So Amari Gaynor, Carter Bradley, Jaquan Shepard, Ron Stone all seem like that they're making a good impression so far this offseason on these Raiders coaches. Now, that's all the OTA news that I got for you all today. Those are the big-time storylines. If you enjoyed today's show, hey, I'm pumping out content all the time. We're going to keep you guys up to date with OTA stuff. The next time the Raiders take the practice field, I want to say it's June 3rd through June 6th, as I believe where all the dates are. Then after that, you got mandatory minicamp, June 11th to the 13th. We're going to keep you guys up to date with all things going on around the Silver and Black, so make sure you hit that subscribe button. Ed Robbins! Bang!
We are glad that Zahn scares you. The rest of us can make you drink too.
Oh, man. Ed Robbins. What's funny is
I got peppered as well.
Dude, I got salt, you got peppered. I mean, this one, Ed's trying to give me some gray hairs. Ed, I'll get you your beer bong here in a boot here in a second.
That's technically 3 bangs.
Oh, 3 bangs, absolutely. So Ed Robbins getting in on this bang race here for this month, which, you know, you got to be able to appreciate. He's now at 5 bangs because that counts as 3.
And Ed, currently the MVP of today's show.
That's cap.
Well,
it's Zahn. Unless I'm not keeping up to date here. I think it's Zahn's. Zahn's got 3.
Oh yeah.
It's Zahn's. 3. Yeah, Zahn.
Ed's 50 away.
Ed's 50 away. Sancho, take a shot, Chuggs. Ready for the sim.
And then Yoda.
Raiders. I think Yoda did one of those things like when you go to like buy something and like the screen loads and you're like, I don't think I got it right. You hit it again, you hit it again, you hit it again, you hit it again. And all of a sudden you're like, oh shit, I bought 4 of them. That's what happened to Yoda.
Shot. By the way, if you say Dallas backwards, it comes out as salad.
He's not wrong.
Then the next one just says shot.
I don't know if that's a dad joke or not, Yoda, but that's a good one.
Shot. What do you get when you fish with a shotgun? Holy mackerel.
I don't get it. What do you get when you fish with a shotgun? Oh, I get it. Yep. All right.
Shot. Where do sheep go to drink? At the bar.
All right. Your other one's better.
Why don't you tell secrets in a cornfield? Because of all the ears.
That's brutal. My question to Ed is, what does that count as? Is that shots for you?
Yes, that's what he said.
Nah, brutal.
Shot. What do barbers do at cookouts? They barbecue.
That's brutal. I will go tell my barbecuer tomorrow who's going to do my hair. That one. Yoda, I'm going to save that one. If you get a laugh out of him, that's a win. That's a win. All right, so how many shots is that? You owe 11. I owe a boot. This is going to get nuts here. This is going to get nuts. I'm also, while Jeremy's going to go get his shots, I'm going to give some shout-outs here to some people that are in our 50-50 raffle. Reminder, 20 to get in at Mitchell Renz 365. you guys have been, getting kind of wild. I'm not going to lie. You guys have been getting kind of wild. Also, Javier Villafan, you are in twice. I see 93 Navman is in. Then I got Noah Santana is in. Oh, boy. Nathan Wolf. And then Joe Maldonado in. Charles G is in. Right now, it's a $20 Venmo to win $70. $20 Venmo to win $70 here on the Raiders Report. Next segment that we got coming up on the show is we are going to get into some Raiders extension candidates, and then we got a Madden sim going down here against the Broncos. I told Chuggs we better not lose to the Broncos. Bet not. Also, we did hit 200 likes. I mean, you want to just talk about adding it on right now? That's the worst thing that it could have been. I'm not kidding you. That's the worst thing it could have been. Yep. What does that mean? You get to pick out my beer bong? For what? What I drink? Or the contraption? You know what? I'll let you go out there and pick any contraption, and I'll do a beer bong out of it. Any one. That's in our thingamajig out there. You know what I'm talking about? All right. So for those that don't know, this is going to sound unbelievably childish, and it is. We have a Super Chat Palooza wall, which is like everything over the years for all of our different channels that we've accumulated of things that we've done games with, things that we drink out of, things that we eat, like the jelly beans. I'm not kidding you. There's like 10 contraptions that I could drink out of. There's one that I do not want. And it's a shotgun. I don't want him to hear me say that. But there's like this, it's called a shotgun. I personally don't like to use it just because it shoots back in your throat, giggity. But we got all sorts of stuff back there. I'm gonna let Chuggs pick it out. Sancho says he wants a queso boot. I don't think I'll ever do a queso boot ever again. I've done a lot of boots in my day. I would rather do the Megalodon boot, which Zahn has, which is 6 beers, than do one queso boot of 3. What the is this? What is this? Oh, man. Are you doing it? Are you going to shoot that down my throat? Yeah. Oh, wow. This is the ultimate pause here. So we bought this, I want to say 2 years ago during St. Patty's Day. This has been here for a while. Basically, it's a syringe, and you just fill it up. There's no way this is going to end badly. I'm not going to lie. I didn't know if you're going to be able to get it. Oh, boy. Bro, this is going to make a mess. You don't think this is going to make a mess? Mm-mm. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, Christ. Not only is that ice cold, that is the literal definition of a happy dad shooting down your throat. Oh, Christ. We're going to get blocked. Oh, that one had some ice chunks in it. I don't know if I want to do that again. That's you know what? If we're going to have to do that again. Not for me. I'm going to do that to him. How much for me to do that to you? How much? 200? That's horrific. What I just went through right there. I felt like I was getting waterboarded. Is that what it's called? Is that what it's called? Where like they put like that thing over your face in the water? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, yeah. He's like, I always thought. Yeah, I got you. Don't worry, we got some more shows coming up here. Rebel says clip. Rebel, you clip it, you post it on Twitter at Mitchell Renz 365 and at Jeremy Chuggs. We'll share it. I will be honest with you though. I didn't get everything in there. I'm gonna add it to my boot. There was a little bit. I'm an honest man. There was a little bit left. Ed says yes, waterboarded. All right, here's the truth. I got to do this. I'm gonna have to pee. It's all right. I mean, what?
Somebody said Robert said check which ear he has an earring in.
Is it the right or left? That's the real question, Robert.
Right is wrong, left is right.
Yikes. How many you got? You got what? A lot?
What?
You got some shots.
I just did 3.
Are you gonna be all right? You
okay.
only ate half your lunch today.
I'm gonna be okay.
He said he's gonna be all right. All right, we got one more. We got one more segment to do, and then it's time to get into this Madden sim. You're not, dude. You gotta slow down. You gotta slow down here a little bit. All right, let me knock back this boot. Ed says 8 to go. Robert. Well, he does them out of the shot glass. I don't like to do them out of the shot glass. I do this show based on trust, where I'm not going to rip you guys off, and he takes the time to pour them in the shot glass, which I give him credit for. Some people think that's easier, though. Which, if it's tequila, I'm not going to lie, I need to pour it in a shot glass. Taking it out of the face of tequila, I got to be a madman to do that. Fireball, I don't mind it. Fireball, I believe, this is not a proud moment at all for what I'm about to say. I bet you I got to be top 10 in the world of most Fireball consumed in the last 5 years.
I think you're grossly underestimating
college students.
Some of those college students.
Yeah, no, you're right. Yeah, you're probably right. You're like, there's some people that do what you do every day.
Yeah, it's
That's fair. Mahalo.
At UNT, my alma mater, every Thursday night was dollar dubs. So you could go to the bar, get a double shot of whatever you wanted for $1. And as a broke college kid, when I tell you some of these people were slammed on $10, it was a sight. It was a lot of Fireball, well liquor. It was, oh wow. All right. Mitch, before you go to the restroom, I have one more thing I need you to do. Ventrack! Bang! And if you want to read it for me.
Oh, man. You guys are trying to kill me. Yep. We're going to have to do that one after the next segment.
Yep.
That's the next segment, Boot. We'll get to that one after the next seg.
Where does that put Ventrack for the bang race?
Well, I mean, he's still in first place. The only person... Well, that's actually not true. Ed Robbins, because he's like, if Ed throws in another one, Ed can still win this. I mean, technically anybody can win it. But Ed's in an interesting spot. Zahn is where he should be nervous. If Zahn bangs one more time, Zahn takes the lead. 93 Nabman's at 10, so again, he's right in it as well. And, you can never count out VAB, Ira, Chef, Noah Santana. But, I mean, technically, if somebody hit the gong today and you have not banged a single time this entire month, you would be in first place or at least tied with Ventrack.
Wow. Robert Jansen said UNC class of 81 saw Michael Jordan almost every day.
What?
Is that true? Let me know.
I feel like that's like, Robert, I don't think Robert drinks. That's like something that I bring up to a bunch of my buddies after I got 7 happy dads in right now. That's something you're like, hey, I went to college with Michael Jordan.
What college did you go to, or what high school did you graduate from? What high school or college did you graduate from? Let me know down in the comments section.
Danville area high school. Shout out to the 570.
Clear Lake High School. Life's always better at the lake.
Class of 2011.
Class of 2015.
Here's my question. Are you more loyal to your college or your high school?
What do you mean more loyal?
I mean, like, you got to have a favorite.
I've never been in a position where I had to choose between the two.
No, you don't got to choose, but, like, I do think that's a fair question. Are you more proud? Like, for me, am I more proud to be a Danville Ironman, or am I more proud to be a Centenary Cyclone? 2 schools that people are like, you just made them up. The schools that I went to for high school and college are the schools that, like, you start off as creative player on your road to glory in your college football game.
Zalesbo went to Strayer University. Ed Robbins went to the University of Maine. Pittsburgh Senior High.
CR1ZZ. Did you actually go to Harvard? Do you know how I know you didn't? Because you didn't capitalize it. People who went to Harvard are very proud they went to Harvard. I almost when I lived in Boston. When I lived in Boston for a short amount of time, 8 months.
This is the last one.
The amount of Harvards that I had, there were a lot of Harvards. It's a very proud school. Hell nah from CR. I feel that. We got Pittsburgh Senior High School.
Back-to-back Arizona States?
ASU.
Where's Jack's little fork at?
Dude. It's an interesting debate with Jack. I'll tell you that. I'm telling you what, the funniest thing that we said today. Yep. The only reason why I said it is because the knuckle poked up just a little bit there, and I'm like, Brett, you're watching the show, right? Yeah, he's listening then. Brett, are you watching the show right now on your screen? No? Honest question. The hands on Jeremy's shirt, they are the exact same size as somebody that works here in this office. The fists. Yeah, you can. Yeah,
all right. Mitch, are you going to go to the restroom before this, or?
Yeah.
It's up to you.
Huh?
It's up to you.
No, I'll power through.
Yeah?
I'm going to power through, yeah.
Okay.
I got 15 minutes in me. I'm not going to lie.
I was going to say, it's up to you.
Well, no, I had to pee more 10 minutes ago than I do now. I don't know what happened.
All right. We're getting into our next segment then. Mitch is going to be breaking down his extension candidates this offseason for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And then after that, I'm just going to warn you, it's all going to hit me at once because I got to do another boot here from Venthrak. This Madden Sim is going to be blurry. It's going to be a little bit blurry.
Shit's wicked.
Shit's wicked. Reminder, 20 to get in. I'll give shout-outs here. I got a burp coming. Hang on. Give me a minute. That's too long. Give me a few seconds. All right. Nope. All right. Yeah, let's go. Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz here, host of the Raiders Report. And coming up on today's show, we're going to be looking at some extension candidates for the Silver and Black post-June 1st. I know Jeremy Chuggs and we've been talking a lot about which players that the Las Vegas Raiders could sign with all this extra money that we're about to get from cutting Jimmy Garoppolo $24.07. But Telesco said this offseason, he wants to take care of his own. You know, it's a good way to be able to prove that you're going to be able to back up the words that you're saying. You go out and you take care of your own. You got plenty of players that you could do that with. So the show that I'm putting through together today, the Raiders are about to have about $41 million. That's going to come through on June 2nd. There are 5 players that I believe the Silver and Black need to at least have that conversation of, you deserve a contract extension. We're going to do everything in our power to make it happen, but unfortunately, we might not be able to give a contract extension to everybody. Here's the thing. If the Raiders sign to any of these players to an extension, we're going to be making a video around it. If it's like a massive deal, hell, we would go live. I remember when I went live for Max Crosby's $98 million extension, and we do this from time to time. The bottom line is this. If the Raiders do a contract extension, we're going to make a video about it. And if it happens between June 5th to June 9th, it's going to be a Jeremy Chuggs takeover show. And to be honest with you, Jeremy does a lot of stuff that you guys don't always see. If he's the one in my shoes and he's live on here, y'all better show up for Chuggs. Hit that subscribe button because that's what the nation does. You got each other's back. So the way that I did this show is I ranked which players I'd offer extensions to, plus rank them in levels of importance, where we got to be honest with each other, right? Like the Raiders, they're about to have $41 million. They will have money to extend players, but we also want the Raiders to add a little bit of extra talent through free agency. So realistically, you're probably only going to be able to extend 2, maybe 3 players on this list, and the level of importance I have ranked from 5, working my way down to 1. In a perfect world, I'd give them all a contract extension. Here we go, number 5 coming up here on my list. It is Marcus Epps, safety for the Las Vegas Raiders. This was a great signing that the Raiders had last offseason, and I should mention every single one of the players that you're going to see will be a free agent next offseason. Started 17 games in back-to-back seasons, 17 with the Philadelphia Eagles, 17 with the Silver and Black this past season. In his first year, before he ever stepped foot on an actual playing surface in a regular season game, the Raiders named him a team captain. One of the things that Chuggs and I talked about with Epps when the Raiders signed him was we also have an Eagles guy here at Chat Sports, and Epps was a leader on that Eagles defense. An Eagles defense that went to the Super Bowl back in 2022. Well, guess what? Epps led that team in snaps in 2022, and it doesn't get talked about enough when a team loses its quarterback. You know, it's like people talk about it. The quarterback, one of the captains of that Eagles defense that really fell apart at the back end of last season, was Epps. And it doesn't surprise me that the Raiders had a great year. Also, Trevon Merrick took a step forward when you add a guy like Epps to the rotation. Now, does he do anything spectacular? To be honest, no, he doesn't. Marcus Epps to me on defense is like if you've ever played in a video game with Mario where he's like not great at anything, but he's just really good at a bunch of stuff. That's what Epps brings to the table. He's a great teammate on and off the field. He's a great leader on and off the field. He can help you out in the run game. He can help you in coverage. He can play up near the line of scrimmage. His versatility is why I love the fact that the Raiders went out and got Epps. And he's 29 years old. Like, I get it. He's getting up there in age at least a little bit. But with the contract extension that I'd be willing to offer him, 29 years old, it's not going to deter me away whatsoever. Because what I'm looking to do here is tie guys in with Max Crosby. Every single contract extension that you're going to see today ties them in with Max Crosby. Max has got 3 years left on his deal. So for every contract extension that you're going to see today, I'm going to go, you know what, Max? You're going to be a Raider for life, and I'm going to make sure we got a hell of a defense to surround you with all of that. So if the Raiders can only extend one player this offseason, I got to know. Who should it be? If you can only give some money, one contract extension, the answer to this is going to be the person that's ranked number 1 in my video. Before I reveal that, though, let me know down in the comments section below. One of the things that I really wanted to do, though, is not only say, hey, this guy deserves a contract extension, I'm also going to give you the extension offer I would give him. I'm not saying this is what AP is going to give him. I'm not going to say it's what Telesco is going to give him. I would offer Epps a 2-year, $15 million extension, $12 million fully guaranteed, which puts his new deal at, when you consider anytime you're going to see the parentheses on this video, the new deal, it is incorporating the money that he has this year plus the contract extension. So essentially, we would get Marcus Epps at about $7.4 million per year. Every single offer that I am giving is based on the most recent signings, extensions for players at their certain positions, age, all of that is incorporated. This is a fair deal for both sides. Let's go to number 4 here on my Raiders extension candidates list. I'm going to go Trevon Merrick, another safety. And here's the thing. The Raiders might have to choose between one or the other. If it was up to me, I would actually figure out a way to tie both of these guys in together because of how good they played in year 1. And my expectation is if they played this good in year 1, then hell, they better play even better in year 2. Merrick has started in 47 games in his first 3 years in the NFL. Let me say that again. 47 games, first 3 years in the NFL. This is somebody that won the Best Defensive Back of the Year award, a player that I thought should have been drafted in the first round, and like you finally saw last season flashes of, hey, he's starting to understand the defense. He got thrown into a bad situation with changing defensive coordinators, got thrown into a bad situation with head coach and Josh McDaniels, and his coverage skills greatly improved last season. And if he improved that much in 1 year, if he takes that next step, guys, I'm not kidding you. When the Raiders originally drafted Merrick, I thought he has top 5 safety potential. And last season, he started to show it just a little bit. His PFF grades, they prove that. This is another all-around safety. Somebody, when he was at TCU, could do everything. And he can do everything. He can cover. He's not afraid to go up against the run. And you need guys with this type of swagger also on that defensive side of the football to be rocking that shield after all. So my extension offer that I would give Merrick is also very similar to what I would give Epps. Now, the contract that I would give Merrick is going to be a little bit higher than what I would give Epps because Merrick is younger by about 4 years. And usually when a player is like 25, 26, they're not going to take a 2-year contract extension. But with the new age that the NFL is, maybe he'd be willing to do it. And his new 3-year deal would look something like $20.1 million. That's about a $6.7 million average over the next 3 seasons. However, I'm willing to give him a little bit more guaranteed because he's younger, because I want him here a part of this organization. Coming up next here on the Raiders Report, we got the top 3 Raiders extension candidates. And I think for people that watch this show a lot, you probably already know which direction I'm going to go. You just don't know how I have them ranked. I'll tell you who they are here in just a second. I got to give a shout out, though, to our awesome sponsor, Prize Picks. And the NBA Finals are right around the corner. The NHL Finals are right around the corner. And I'll be real, Chuggs and I live down here in Dallas. And the fact that the Mavs are in the finals, the Stars could be in the finals, there's a lot of attention around these teams right here. Some people are like, Mitch, I'm from California, or hey, I'm a Raiders fan. I don't care about that stuff. I get it. But I'll also say this. If you're a sports fan like me, I'm going to watch every single finals game for the NHL, for the NBA. Why? Because I love sports. And if you love sports too, then I'm telling you right now, it's the perfect time of the year to get started with our sponsor, Prize Picks. Prize Picks is America's #1 fantasy sports app with over 5 million active members. All you got to do is just go to prizepicks.com/CLNS, download the app today, use code CLNS for a first deposit match up to $100. The finals mean more on Prize Picks. So do the star players. You get boosted payouts on select basketball stars you won't find anywhere else. For my first game that I have here, which is going to be on Thursday, so again, you're going to have a little bit of time, like 6 days, to be able to get your Prize Picks going as well. This is what I'm rolling with. Luka Doncic, 30.5 points. Give me the more on that every single day of the week. This guy is playing at an unbelievable level right now. Daniel Gafford, give me the more on 6 rebounds. I know, Lively, he brings a lot of fire. He's a young player, but I'm curious to see. I think Gafford could be a very interesting matchup in this series. And then Kyrie Irving, 4.5 assists. I almost feel like I'm taking candy from a baby. 4.5 assists for Kyrie Irving. This is an easy all-more option. And if you want to take my picks, go for it. Go to prizepicks.com/CLNS. Just make sure that you use code CLNS. I think the reason why I love Prize Picks the most is because I never feel like a loser, where I'm going to watch this game anyway, okay? And when you watch a game normal, and then when you watch a game when you got some money going with Prize Picks, it takes it to a whole nother level. Like, the seriousness that I am for like a Raiders Madden Sim is how I am with a game that's going on with Prize Picks. I give lots and lots of shits when I got some money riding, and I think you guys will too. Because chances are you might not be a Mavs fan. Chances are you might not be a Boston Celtics fan. But you know what you are a fan of? Winning some money. Win big money. Choose more, choose less. It's really that simple. PrizePicks.com/CLNS. Pick more, pick less. It's that easy. Shout out to them for hooking up the nation. And shout out to them for making my days a little bit more fun when Raiders football isn't happening. Let's go to number 3 here on our Raiders extension candidates video. I got Nate Hobbs at cornerback. And just to be honest with y'all, the only reason why I got Nate Hobbs ranked higher than Trevon Merrick and ranked higher than Marcus Epps is because of the position. I am a believer that finding a cornerback, even if he is a slot corner, is more important than safeties in the NFL. And Hobbs is one of the best slot corners in the NFL. Hell, you heard Max Crosby say it the other day on his podcast. He literally said, Max Crosby said, Nate Hobbs is the best slot corner in the NFL. I'll take that with 2 grains of salt. One, what do you expect Max Crosby to say, the leader of this organization? But I'll also say this. If I'm giving out money and I'm giving out contract extensions, and I want to make sure that Max Crosby is happy. A guy that was literally said, I shouldn't say he literally said, but he did say that he'd be willing to be traded from the Raiders, a team that everybody knows Max Crosby bleeds silver and black. Everybody knows that. But Max said that's the best slot corner in the NFL. If you're Tom Telesco and you're Antonio Pierce and Max Crosby went to bat for you to help you get the jobs that you have, and he says that, and you don't at least think about giving this guy a contract extension, I'll say it right now. Shame on you. Hobbs can play inside. He can play outside. He's not afraid to get after the run. The only red flag that I legitimately have on Nate is the fact that he's unable to stay healthy. And he started 31 games in his career, a young career, a player that I am not afraid to sit up here on this show and say I was wrong on. When the Raiders drafted Nate Hobbs, they said it was a bad pick. That's a big old L on my forehead that I am very happy to represent. Hobbs had a little bit of a bumpy road at the end of the month, with the whole Ruggs thing. Then he got into a little bit of a situation at the end of his rookie season, but he's got it together now. He is a leader on this football team. He is everything that I want in a Raiders corner, and he's a hell of a slot corner at a very young age with a lot of athletic ability. Give him a contract extension now. See if he can figure it out, because if he hits the open market, I think he's going to make a little bit of extra money. So my extension offer that I'm going to give Hobbs is 2 years, $18 million, with $13 million guaranteed. The contract that I kind of base this off of is Byron Murphy, where Hobbs is not going to get money like an outside corner. Anybody thinks that he's going to get an outside corner money, you're wrong. Byron Murphy, also 25 years old, good slot corner, got a contract very similar to this. If I'm his agent, I'm just asking for a little bit more, which is exactly what I put on the table here. 3 years, 21.4. You're getting Nate Hobbs for the next 3 years at $7.1 million, which means then he can hit the open market somewhere around 28 years old. It's pretty good for Nate Hobbs. Let's go to number 2 here. It's Robert Spillane at linebacker. Now, I get it. Some people are like, Mitch, I thought you said linebacker's the least important position on defense. It is. And I'm not afraid to say it. But the reason why I have Robert Spillane ranked higher than Marcus Epps and Merrick is because, and also ranked higher than Nate Hobbs, it's because of the mentality that Robert Spillane brings. I have been told by multiple Raiders players, and I've been told by multiple people in that locker room, that the person that matches the mentality of Max Crosby the closest is Robert Spillane. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I hear that, and I'm just like, I can't believe I didn't rank him number 1. The only reason why I didn't rank him number 1 is because he's a linebacker. But you saw early on, the mentality, the work ethic, the fact that AP's throwing out terms of green dot right away, linebackers coach. It's just all adding together for me. He's coming off a career year. He had the highest coverage grade according to PFF for linebackers that played the amount of snaps that Spillane played last season. And another player that I was not happy when the Raiders went out and got him. And another happy, I was wrong. I'm not afraid to admit that I was wrong, because this guy was phenomenal. He was one of the best linebackers in the National Football League last season. I want guys that when they put on that shield, they wear it with a sense of pride. And when you get a player that goes out there and breaks his hand and the week later plays in a game, has a pick against Zach Wilson in a game that really helps you really continue to go forward, continue to show that Antonio Pierce is the right guy to have the job, you need these type of players to change this mindset of the Raiders. The reason why there's just this extra, I think people are excited to go back to work. People are excited to get there in that locker room. It's because of guys like Max Crosby. But then Max Crosby also feeds down to Robert Spillane. Robert Spillane is a leader. Robert Spillane is a leader. And I want to tie Spillane and Max Crosby together as long as I can, because that mentality, it's contagious. And you're seeing it time and time again. So the offer that I'm going to give Robert Spillane here is 2 years, $19 million, $12 million guaranteed. Again, very similar to other middle linebackers in the NFL that have recently been paid. And for a guy like Spillane, this is more money that he's ever been offered in his entire career. I think that he deep down thinks, you know what, I'm going to make more money here in Las Vegas, a team that I've been really rocking with, than I have a chance making with a lot of other NFL teams out there. So technically he's going to be making $8.1 million per year over the next 3 years, which is a little bit more than I'd like to spend on a linebacker. But when you bring the mentality that Spillane brings, and that feeds down to a lot of other players in that locker room, it's very, very much so worth the money. Before I tell you who's the most important player to extend this offseason, we got to give a shout out to the Noti gang, man. And I mean this I love the Noti gang. These are the people that in the month of May are still watching our show, still trying to be first in our comments. If you're like, Mitch, what's the Noti gang? It's people that are subscribed and people that get in the comment section when I drop a video. That matters to me because I'm a person where if I text somebody, not that I want you to just, answer it right away, but I want to know that you see it and you acknowledge it. The people who I text right away and they answer immediately, those are my people. And these are my people as well. Urza, Jaime, basically the king of the Noti gang. Mad Vet Raider, Ron Raspberry, and Martin. I love you all. Salute to you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of that Noti gang. If you want to see yourself on a future video, hey, join it. Let's go to the number one player that the Raiders need to figure out a way to extend, and it's Malcolm Koonce at defensive end. The reason why Malcolm is number one is because if he hits the open market, I'm telling you right now, he's going to get a lot more money. And if you want to talk about the way it's the easiest way to save money in the long haul, here's your opportunity. Because the amount of money Malcolm's going to get if he hits the open market, and the only reason why that I say that is because, The only reason why that I say that is because you look at Spillane, Nate Hobbs, Epps, and Merrick. If they hit the open market, compared to what they would get on the open market, compared to the contract extension, I don't know if it's all that much different. The one player, and we all have high expectations for Malcolm, if he gets 8, 9, 10 sacks this upcoming season, guys, I'm not kidding you, he's going to make $15, $16, $17 million per year because that's what edge rushers get. I'll also admit, I'm not going to blame Malcolm if he doesn't want to sign a contract extension. If he's willing to bet on himself and knows deep down that he can make more money in the long haul, I'm not going to blame him. However, though, if I'm the Raiders, I'm trying to look out for me, and I'm trying to look out for this organization, and I'm trying to figure out a way to lock in this young man who's under 26 years old, who had 8 sacks in the final 9 games of the season, somebody that showed you can be a leader. Like the fact that Patrick Graham's thrown out the word that he got giddy, for PG to say that Malcolm Koonce makes him giddy almost makes me want to say giggity. You know what I mean? Like, he's already shown you that he can be a leader, and that's a big thing if you're going to give a contract extension. I'm not giving extensions to guys that are me guys. I'm going to give a contract extension to somebody who's already helping out younger players, and it's been something that Patrick Graham has literally been talking about, that multiple coaches have talked about this offseason, that Malcolm Koonce is willing to do. Awesome. Let's give him some money. Let's figure out a way to keep this guy in silver and black, because if you miss your opportunity, like, you might overpay. This might be a little bit of an overpay. I'm not going to lie. It might be. But if he puts up 8 sacks again, it's not even close to an overpay. It's not even close to an overpay. So the deal I'm going to give him is 2 years, $24 million with $18 million guaranteed. His new deal looks then a lot like 3 years, $25.6 million. Malcolm Koonce this season is going to make about $1.6 million. And if I'm the Raiders right now, I'm okay even if the Raiders say, hey, I'll give you 2 years, 26, 2 years, 28. It's a little bit of an overpay, but I'm okay doing it because of where I think Malcolm is going to be going in the long haul. Based off what he's done so far, overpay. If you think he's going to be, Chuggs is shaking his head, not an overpay. So even Chuggs is telling me I'm lowballing Malcolm Koonce a little bit, which tells me that that's a damn right decision that I made him number one here on my Raiders extension candidates. Now remember, all 5 of these players, they deserve a contract, okay? But maybe only 2 or 3 get one. I don't know. Now, if a guy like Max Crosby, who I'm telling you right now, I've already heard from people, is probably going to renegotiate a contract a little bit, like you saw him get that $6 million bonus, he could be somebody that renegotiates his contract. Devontae Adams could be somebody that renegotiates his contract. And if the Raiders can make money around, then honestly, you might be able to give all 5 of these guys a deal. And I went all 5 players on defense because, quite frankly, we need to build this defense. And I say that because the offense is going to be the offense. If you don't have a quarterback, it's hard to really build a great offense, but you can win with the offense that we have if we have an unbelievable defense. And if you believe in defense wins championships, which I do believe Antonio Pierce and a lot of people watching the show believe in. Hell, I believe it too. But, like, you have the opportunity to do it. You have the money to do it. And the reason why I did all the 2-year extensions again. Crosby got 3 years left, and I'm trying to show Max, hey, you know what? We're going to do everything we can to build the best defense we possibly can, as long as you're willing to stay here and rock with the silver and black. This also gives Antonio Pierce and Telesco a 2 to 3 year window, which is what I think that they deserve. David Zone Bay!
Yep, he has a boot.
Oh. What am I doing a boot for?
For Venthrak.
Christ, I am. Yep. Also say this, though. With that bang from Zahn, our brand new May MVP, as it stands right now, has got one name, and his name is David Zahn.
I'll do this one for Zahn, Sandra.
You got Zahn? I'll tell you what. If I'm Venthrak right now, I'm a little bit nervous for Zahn. Because Zahn now, with the rules that we got going on today, Zahn's at 16, Venthrak's at 15. If Zahn hits, now again, Venthrak's got the power still. But if Zahn hits another one, hits the gong, then he's up 21-15. That's a really big lead.
So do you want to hit the restroom really quick and then?
Yeah, I'm gonna explode.
Just bring a boot back with you.
I'll bring a boot back. Oh Christ! And then we gotta get into this Madden stream. This Madden stream is gonna be sloppy. I'm just gonna tell you that right now. Sloppy, toppy Madden. All right, get those score predictions in.
All right, here we go. Get the score predictions in. And by the way, rules still apply for the score prediction. If you super chat your score prediction and you get it right, it's a beer bong if you get it right. Doesn't matter if it's $2, $5, $10. If it's $50 or more and you get it correct, that's a boot. If you predict the correct score, any super chat, it's a beer bong. $50 or more, it's a beer boot. So get those score predictions down in the comment section. If you want to possibly make us do a beer bong later, $2 super chat, $5 super chat with your score prediction. If it's correct, we owe you a beer bong. Let's see what people are thinking. Billy Davis says LV 31-14. Tadashi 24-17. K-Rock says 41-17. That'd be a hell of a Madden stream. Yoda says 27-9. Robert says 27-20. Rob Fravor says, yeah, 50-50. It's going to be $20 today, Rob. $20 50-50 raffle going on at the end of today's program. Venom Sosa. What's up? I'm for me says 69-69. That'd be a crazy Madden stream as well. Navman says 31-3. That guy Ryan, damn, gotta head to work. I'll try to keep listening. Appreciate the support, that guy Ryan. Frisco Enriquez says 28-17. Diehard 24-17. Ed Robbins says 35-14. Jake Serb 24-9. Jason says 35-20. Let me know your score prediction. First time we're seeing Bo Nix. First time we're going to see Bo Nix in a Broncos jersey. Aggressive macerator. Your boy turns 33 tomorrow. Can I get a Raiders? Let's go. Happy early birthday, aggressive macerator. Aggressive, I got to know. Your favorite type of birthday cake. What cake / dessert do you want for your birthday? Blasphemy in the office this morning. Jackson Sperry and Mitch both said their favorite kind of cake is carrot cake. I can't deal with that. I cannot deal with carrot cake. Are you serious? C-Riz says, Chuggs, what's your shirt? Actually, Raider fan Silk Made It sent me this shirt. It's Michael Mayer as Wreck-It Ralph. It's pretty dope. Actually, one of my favorite Raiders shirts that I own. Of course, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, aggressive master Raider. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, aggressive. Chocolate fudge volcano cake, Yoda, that sounds amazing. I just can't do carrot cake. Carrot cake as a birthday cake seems like it's a total red flag, penalty on the play. Navman says I don't do cake. Navman, you seem more like a pie guy to me. You seem like an apple pie, cherry cobbler kind of guy. Let me know if I'm wrong on that, Navman. Let me know your perfect birthday cake. Let me know down in the comment section your perfect birthday cake. Chocolate cake boiled icing. I don't know what that is. Cookies and cream ice cream cake. Angel food cake. Jake, sir, maybe not on my birthday. Also, Noah Santana, 27-13. If that is the correct score, we owe you a beer bong. Angel food cake, even though it's not a birthday cake for me, very underrated cake. Some angel food cake, some strawberries, whipped cream. I'm down for it. Ice cream cake. I don't know what Gemini cake is. Ooh, strawberry shortcake is fire. Absolute fire. And so I can't get with it. I can't get with carrot cake. Red velvet. Strawberries and cream, tres leches. DK. Go-to birthday cake. What is it? Yes. The youngest in the office, of course. She says, birthday cake, funfetti.
DK also celebrated their 21st at Chuck E. Cheese. For the record. You know what? The only way to get this Madden stream going is if I knock this back, so let's do it.
Any cake with ice cream in it. Tres leches. That's a funny answer. Somebody said patty cake. That's a funny answer. Oh, red velvet's always good. German chocolate cake is great. I was telling them all of your blasphemous take this morning that carrot cake is your go-to cake, which is just absolutely atrocious. Absolutely atrocious.
Not what I said.
That's
not what I said.
You said
it's not what
really
I said.
hard to beat a good carrot cake.
It is.
I take carrot cake over a lot of things.
I do.
Bad take.
You also said your go-to what? Birthday cake? It's not my go-to birthday cake.
What is your go-to birthday cake?
Man. I tell you what, it's not funfetti. Getting funfetti is like getting cheese pizza.
Do you remember what you got for your birthday cake this year?
So the cake that I get is a cake that Alex got me before we even started dating. And so we always have that cake for my birthday because she got it for me before we even started dating. It's like back in 2018.
The Chantilly cake with the strawberries and the white.
Yep. It's a really good cake. To be honest, like I have a really big sweet tooth.
I remembered it now that you said it.
And I really try like after football season. It's the same thing every year.
Little upsetting you didn't remember the cake that I got you.
The lemon meringue, that's a pie.
No.
The cake? I don't remember the flavor. Was it peanut butter? Oh, yeah, peanut butter.
Peanut butter chocolate cake.
Now that you said that. Honestly, I was thinking of like an actual like birthday cake.
Oh, dude, tuxedo chocolate cake.
Very good.
Me up.
Very, very good.
All right. Before we get into more big back talk.
How do we even get into that conversation?
It's Aggressive Masterator's birthday tomorrow.
Really? Shit. All right.
All right. Before we start the Madden stream, I need one more thing and one more thing only.
Yep.
There's 412 people in the chat.
Shit.
I need 412 FDENs in the chat.
Let's go.
I need 412.
Come on.
F Denver's in
Bro,
the chat right now.
this is game day. This is game day. You're telling me right now we're here, Raiders game day, Sunday, week 5 against the Donkeys, against a team that hasn't beaten us since December 29th, 2019. What were you doing in that time? 8 straight wins against the Donkeys. You're telling me you're not going to be fired up. I'm telling you right now, I'm bringing game day vibes.
Also, if you could check Venmo, I think Ed set up a Venmo so he could get into our duck race today.
Yeah, so I was literally just about to get everybody in here for this duck race. Nathan,
he said he sent you $1 to test it out.
Yes, Ed, I got it.
Okay.
So just Ed, just send me 19. You're good. Jason Gutierrez is in.
So, Ed, if you send in 19 more to Mitch, you can get in the duck race today.
Correct. Stanley Holmes, you in. Thank you for clarifying. Chad Copeland.
James Guevara.
Rob Fravor.
33-13 Raiders, F Denver. Raiders against everybody.
Especially against Denver. You know what? If there's one thing, honestly, that grinds my gears with being in Vegas now, which I always said it was like a good move financially, which it is, it's the amount of Broncos fans that there are in Las Vegas. There's a lot of them. Like, I'm telling you right now, I've noticed a lot of people in Vegas. It's probably the one thing that grinds my gears the most. It's got to be up there.
All right. Texans versus Mexicans. Holla at you. You've been asking me for a shout-out all day.
That's my guy right there. Ryan Bass, you're in, which means right now, again, the first duck race that we're going to do is going to be a halftime of today's show. Right now, $20 Venmo, you would win $130 here on the Raiders Report.
LA Crash Dog, really quick, he said, "What's up, fam? Any big news today?" No big news today. We just broke down some extension candidates. Also, just some storylines from OTAs. The duck race is $20, and we're about to get into the Madden stream.
I almost feel like we got to make like a graphic for this question every day. We might have to. Crash Dog, Gunny, I love you. You ready? Gunny, I'm counting on you. Let's go. Raider Nation, what's going on? It's Mitchell Renz here, host of the Raiders Report. And coming up on today's show, dude, I'm bringing game day vibes. It's Madden, it's week 5. And we're going up against the Donkeys. I got to know your score predictions down below. And guess what? We're going to get some Broncos fans that come across this stream. So I just want them to remember 8 straight wins. The last time that the Broncos took down the Raiders, because you've never beaten the Las Vegas Raiders. The last time that the Broncos came out on top was December 29th, 2019. Let that sink in a little bit. What were you doing in 2019? It's why I got my Venthrak jersey on. Give me those score predictions down below. And if anybody wants to join in our live watch parties for all of our Madden games all off season long, and if you love the energy that Jeremy Chuggs and I are going to bring, well, guess what? It's like this, but just a whole nother level when it's actually game day. If the Raiders end up making the playoffs, we will extend our watch parties beyond that date. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure your notifications are turned on, because I promise you this, we're going to bring it Oakland style. It's Bo Nix. It's Gardner Minshew, the 3-1 Las Vegas Raiders up against the 0-4 Denver Broncos. Sean Payton, Bo Nix. It's not going so well for all of y'all. Mitch, how do you run your Madden Sims? We run Madden Sims for the games for the upcoming season. Then we get you together all the standings, and if the Raiders are in the playoff hunt, which, Christ, you're 3-1, you better be in the playoff hunt. We will also keep you guys up to date on how all of our Madden standings are going, how the playoff picture is looking. We'll kind of break down all that stuff for you.
Fun fact about this game, I actually don't know how this game ends. One of our newer producers here, which y'all have met before, Cullen, he needed some practice on how to do the Madden stream, so he actually ran this one. So I don't know what happens.
This is nerve-wracking. We're either going to find out if Cullen's going to get his 2 weeks' notice or if he's going to have a job.
Thugdador, your favorite Raiders game since we've been in Vegas. Mitch?
My favorite Raiders game since we've been in Vegas.
This is going to be a lame answer for me, and maybe it's not an exciting one, the Chargers game.
Yeah, I mean, that was an electrifying game. Honestly, I wish I could say it was a game like that I went to.
Oh, I would say an answer that you've given me before, that overtime game against the Ravens.
Yeah, I mean, that was being able to be out there for that watch party in Las Vegas for that game. You know what? I'm probably going to go with that one. I mean, that wasn't in Vegas. Kick is away. Here we go. And the Raiders, yet again, start the game with the ball. 5 straight weeks of them getting the ball to start, and Laubie's just not able to get very far.
I think the way that AP's looking at this also, he thinks so highly of his defense. He's like, you know what? We can have our defense go out to start the second half, and it's a plus for us.
It's got to be the mindset. Unless they're just going with heads every single time. They're just wrong every time. Here we go. Gardner Minshew, shotgun. Laubie getting the start today. Shotgun, running wide receiver motions. Devontae Adams, Brock Bowers far out left. Minshew's going to drop back on all day to throw. Gets rocked Gets it out, throws it, Laube in the flat. I'll tell you what, nobody could get open there. It looks like that the Broncos did a pretty solid job covering. And remember, the cornerback that Davante Adams thinks is best in the league, Patrick Surtain. It's going to be interesting how that matchup ends up going. 8-yard gain, 2nd down and 2. Raiders here at the 27-yard line. Minshew under center, 1 to the left. You got 3 to the right. Zamir White gets the pitch. Munford in motion, lays a good block. I mean, the Raiders just didn't have the numbers. You had Michael Mayer with Thayer Munford trying to block 3 Broncos players, and I need y'all to get loud here. We got 3rd down and inches. What do? Do you run or do you pass on this play? I mean, if I'm the Raiders, I'm running the rock here. Don't be afraid. Run the rock. Minshew, handoff, middle. Zamir, 1st down Raiders. Let's go. That was big. You can't go 3 and out on the road at Mile High. Big time 1st down there by the silver and black. If you want to shout out here on the show, let me see some ones down below. I got El Luco, in me for believe. Jake Serb, what up, Billy Davis, Jib, D Killer Raider, John Herbert, Yoda. Drop back, looked, Minshew, throws complete to the rookie, Brock Bowers, and it's going to take 4 donkeys to bring him down. Nathan Wolf, what's up, my man? Last time we lost to Denver, I was at a bar in Orange Beach, Alabama. I didn't even know that was a place. Nobody knew that was a place. Underrated beach town, 24-20, Raiders sim. It's a good score prediction. How many people, honestly, Y3SN for knew that Orange County knew Alabama was a real place? 1st down, Zamir White. I was going to say, here we go, and then knew, and it kind of bled together. 1st down at 10, though, for Zeus.
You sounded like a Dr. Evil.
I sounded like the bad version of Martin.
How about new?
New. 1st down at 10. Minshew at the 45, 46-yard line here. It's going to be a fake handoff to Zamir. Minshew, clear pocket, looking, still looking, steps up into the, and he's got to throw this one out. Yikes. What I'm really concerned about Minshew for this game is last week against the Browns, there were 3 times in that game. The Raiders were somewhere around like the 30-yard line where you're like, all right, worst case scenario, we're in Daniel Carlson field goal range. Took 3 sacks, had the punt, 3 different drives in a very, very close game. Got to show up a little bit better today. Jacoby Myers on the right, Zamir White, the handoff, and he's going to bounce around a little bit. It's going to get about 5 yards. Put you in a good spot here if you're the Raiders. I would look at my offensive coordinator and go, are you comfortable going forward on 4th down? You're at the 40-yard line right now. If it's me, 3rd down and 5, I'm setting up a play where I can pick up 3-4 yards and maybe my guy can get a little bit further. Man, I'll be honest. I don't like this formation of all 3rd down and 5. Try to get him off sides. That's what I would have done. Quick throw, caught, and he's going to get it. 1st down, Laube. I mean, you're asking your rookie running back to line up out wide and then go for it. In a real-life situation, I'd want the Raiders to try to draw the Broncos off sides. I'm okay then taking a timeout. It's early enough in this game, but then I would set up a play where I can get maybe 3-4 yards, and I'm okay with going forward on 4th down in that situation. Power I formation, 1st down and 10, handoff, White, wide open hole. Oh, man, he's got to make that guy miss. Gets taken down, still a hell of a job there by the Raiders' offensive line. Really open up that gap there for Zeus. Big time 1st down, and we're at the 22-yard line here for the Las Vegas Raiders. Let's go. They better win this game. Yeah? What do you need it for? Really?
Got a little Venmo.
Let's go. Caught Adams, and he's taken down. 1st down and goal. Also, if the Raiders lose that game, save a picture of that guy's face because I'm going to send you his phone number. Minshew threw it to the right side. I mean, that's just Davante. I love that fact that it's against Surtain. Picks up a big 1st down. Reminder, if anybody out there needs a Raiders jersey, remember, Father's Day is right around the corner. For the people that are watching this live, if you're not watching this live, we got Raiders jersey deals all year long, especially during the regular season. If you plan on going to this game in real life, it's chatsports.com/Raiders jerseys is the link. It's going to be available to you down in the description, down in the comment section. You got to get in the end zone there. Come on, man. I literally thought he had it. 2nd down and goal. 2nd down and goal coming up here. 3 minutes to go. This is a hell of a drive here by the Las Vegas Raiders. Formation. Looks like Brock Bowers in at tight end. Handoff. Zeus. Middle. Touchdown Raiders. Let's go. Show me those TDs. Where are we at? Show me those TDs. Let's go. I mean, that's just domination by Jackson Powers Johnson and Kolton Miller. You're this big. This big, Denver. No way. That's huge. I mean, you go to 4-1 on the season, that's got to be, your chances of making the playoffs got to be pretty high. If you want to see some of the different jerseys that we have, I will say this, the jersey that we do not have featured, that is the best price jersey now, if you go to this link, there is a Bo Jackson jersey, okay? I want to say it's Mitchell and Ness, usually $160. I looked right before I went live. You can get it right now for, I think it's like $50 or $60 off. I want to say it's a Bo Jackson, Mitchell and Ness. If you also want the rookie jersey and Bowers, they don't have JPJ yet, which they probably will have in a little bit. We also have the rookie jersey available for Brock Bowers. But, man, it's hundreds and hundreds of jerseys. But I'm telling you, the best deal out there, if you're like, I want a Bo Jackson jersey. They have sizes from small up to 5XL. What is this cameraman doing right now? Honestly, it was throwing me off. It's throwing me off a little bit. If you need a Bo Jackson jersey, this link down here below is it's an awesome, awesome deal. Beautiful jersey. All right, here we go. Raiders kick it off. They're up 7-0. Denver going to take it out of the end zone, and he's going to go down. Hell of a tackle there by Amari Burney. This is also going to be my weekly reminder for all you that watch live. For those of you that watch this at a later date, this is Madden 25. So we don't have the Madden 24, 25. Madden 24, we don't have the new Madden yet. Once we do get the new Madden, it'll have the new kickoff rules. All right, here we go. First down and 10 for Blow Nix. Under center. He's got two to the right, running back in the backfield. Raiders, looks like they're showing a little bit of pressure. It's going to be handoff to Javonte Williams. Nice tackle there by Divine Diablo. Second down and 6 coming up here. Can the Raiders get a stop? Can the Raiders get a stop here on defense? First quarter of action. If you're enjoying, if you're having a good time, friendly reminder that we're going to do this every single game day this upcoming season. Nix drops back looking. Oh, Christian Wilkins. That's a coverage sack. Again, in Madden, that's a big deal. You're getting a coverage sack in Madden, huge. Also, Wilkins' first sack of the season, I believe. Oh, he did have a strip sack, you're right. 2 sacks on the year.
It's third down.
Come on, y'all. 3rd and 7. Nix looks. Dropped. Incomplete. Ja'Cory Bennett on the coverage. I mean, I tell you what. If the Raiders start off this real game week 5 in Denver with a touchdown drive like they had and then a 3 and out, you guys got to remind me we're going to make a deal. You got to remind me.
You got to do the Ja'Cory Bennett dance.
It's actually, you can actually see Michael Mayers trying to do the same thing. Same dance. Here we go. Gardner Minshew. Also, Javier Villafan. You are in again. Javier, I put you in twice earlier, so now you got 3 entries in our duck race. Run, Zeus.
You got to pound the rock with Zeus. They got away from it too much in week 4.
I agree.
You got to go back to him. He has been the best player on your offense this Madden year.
Definitely the most consistent. I mean, the Raiders' defense has played pretty solid, but Zeus, I think it's also the offensive line. He's had some really solid running lanes. Oh, wow, we're really switching it up here. Brock Bowers going to go in motion. Michael Mayer's going to go in motion. Jacoby Myers by himself on the right. Laube in at running back. Looks, throws. Oh, my God, he had him. Another shit throw by Gardner Minshew. The problem is Minshew has not played well, and the Raiders are 3-1. He's got to make that throw, dude. That's 70 yards, walk-in touchdown. How is that possible? He did it last week. 3rd down and 7, 58 seconds to go. Minshew, shotgun, 2 to the left. You got 1 to the right. Minshew's going to drop back. He's looking, throws, middle of the field. Oh, my goodness. Looking for Devontae or Brock Bowers. Undercut, picked off. I I think he was targeting Devontae because Madden shows you like the... Yep, he was targeting Devontae. Brock wouldn't even turn around. He's got to throw that higher. Or he's got to wait for Devontae to go 2 more yards. That's just... I mean, Chuggs keeps asking, should we put in Aidan O'Connell? The problem is, in real-life football, if you're 3-1, they're not going to make a quarterback change. If he loses this game, though, we might have to do it. Because now the Broncos have good field position. Reminder, they get ball to start the second half. 2nd down and 3. If the Raiders lose this game, are we going with Aidan O'Connell? You give me the Y for yes and for no. Ball at the 42. 2nd down and 3. Power I. Handoff. Javonte. He's short. 3rd down and 1. Come on, defense.
It's 3rd down.
Come on. Punchy's Pythons. In real life football, AOC is the real starter. Here's the thing. I disagree. I think the Raiders have shown you that if the season started today, maybe AOC would win it. But throughout the offseason and the money that they gave Gardner Minshew, 2-year, $25 million, and the fact that they were willing to trade up for the number 2 overall pick, I mean, you don't do all that stuff if you're confident in Aidan.
Bo Nix, -2 passing yards in the first quarter.
Guy sucks. 3rd down and 1. Drops back, looks. He's just wide open, Cortland Sutton. How is that possible? I don't understand how that's possible, man. I don't even get it. 3rd and 1, and you're playing that soft of coverage? Knock off Antonio Pierce. Got to get it together, man. Under center again is Nix. You got one on the left. They got a bunch formation. Looks like 2 tight ends and a receiver. Nix, quick throws. Middle to Troutman. Spillane makes the initial contact. Brought down, though, by the corner. I mean, 2nd and inches. Troutman looks like he's a little bit shaken up. 7-0 is the score here for the Raiders. Both teams still have all 3 of their timeouts. Broncos get ball at halftime. Ball to 24. Nix under center. It's going to be a handoff up the middle. He's going to pick some 1st down. Initial contact by Merrick. I mean, if your safety's the first one to make contact on that short of a run, your guys are getting tired. Broncos here are in the red zone. Got to get a stop. That turnover by Gardner is just, it's such a big, big flip. We are in the Fanatics red zone. Reminder, if you need a Raiders jersey, go to chatsports.com/Raiders jersey.
Wilkins almost got his 2nd.
I mean, he's getting good pressure. I think if you're an NFL team, like, obviously sacks are important, but Max Crosby is proof that sacks aren't everything, where as long as you're getting pressure on a QB, that makes such a huge, huge difference that it doesn't always show up in the stat sheet, but it does end up showing up in the end of the game. 2nd down and 10. Wilkins continuously getting pressure. And look at this. Oh, my God. I thought Crosby had him. Oh, really good tackle there by Epps to save a touchdown, but it's 1st down and goal now. I mean, that went for a play that I thought Crosby was about to get a sack to a 15-yard pickup right up the gut. Yeah, Gardner, you should feel a little bit guilty right now. You should feel a little bit guilty right now. Come on, Raiders. Got to get a stop here. 1st down and goal. Bo Nix going to look throw. He's wide open. Touchdown. I mean, it's just too easy. Amari Burney in on 1st down and goal in a passing situation. That's just never going to happen. It's not going to happen. Broncos now an extra point away from tying this football game up. Oh, Christ. I know it's Madden, but I can't stand the Denver. I think, honestly, the Broncos, out of the teams that I hate, I mean, the Chiefs are the team that I hate the most. I'm also not from the Bay, so I know a lot of people hate the Niners more. Out of the next tier of who do I hate more, from Chargers or the Broncos, I think I hate the Broncos more. It's also the first game that I ever went to in Oakland. A little bit extra rivalry there. Who do you hate more, the Broncos or the Chargers? I would imagine people from the West Coast, Cali, probably hate the Chargers more. I could see that. 7-7 is the score here. 7-7 is the score. Laube back to receive the kick. What do you think? You think more people hate the Broncos or Chargers? You think? All right. They've also had more success. A lot more Broncos. Though, man, there's some Chargers, man. Azul says Chargers fans don't exist. I kind of hear you there. Zamir White having a hell of a game, having a hell of a season. He's got to have, 6, 7 touchdowns this year? Gardner Minshew's under center. You got both tight ends in the game in Mayer and Bowers with their hand in the dirt. And I think it's also Harrison Bryant, too. And it's a quick throw right side to Devontae Adams. I'll tell you this right now. I love that play in real-life football. If you put all three of your tight ends on one side of the ball, Bowers, Mayer, and Harrison Bryant on the left side, and you let Devontae Adams live on the right side all by himself, dude, I'll tell you what right now, I'm saying it out loud, and I know for a fact a lot of y'all are going, I really like that formation. I love that formation. Shotgun, handoff, Laube, left side. He's going to bounce around a little bit, and he's going to get a first down. Big first down there by the rookie. First down, type those ones down below. I mean, I like that formation a lot, though. I mean, as a defensive coordinator, that puts you in a really tough situation where you're like, do I double Devontae? What the hell do I do about that left side? And Zamir White can have that ability to break not a touchdown run, but could definitely break one off for 20 to 25. Minshew, quick throw again to Devontae. Man, he took a shot. Hope he's okay. You're kind of, I like the fake pass, quick throw to the left side, but you gotta have a better block there. You're hanging out your best player on offense to dry. Here we go. 2nd down and 9. Minshew, a little bit of a bunch formation here. 2 to the right, 1 to the left. Minshew's going to drop back. He's going to look. He's going to quick throw. And who does he got? He's got Jacoby Myers. Myers this season has had a really good connection with Gardner Minshew. And it's a first down for the Las Vegas Raiders. Solid drive here. The Raiders have done a good job this season as long as they don't turn over the football. Minshew he's got to have 5 or 6 picks this year. I'll also throw in a lot of really bad sacks that have taken the Raiders out of field position to at least kick a field goal. Ball here at the 43. Minshew under center. Alexander Madison in at fullback. You got a receiver to the right, receiver to the left. Handoff. Zeus. I'll tell you what, he got hit, but his forward momentum, which is one of the things that I love about Zamir, doesn't fall back too often, always falls forward. Picks up 3 yards in a gain that he probably could have only gotten 1. What should they do here on this drive? 2nd down and 7. I want you to type R for run. I want you to type P for pass. Let me know down below what you're going to think here. 1 to the right, 1 to the left. And they're going to run the rock here with Zeus. And I'll tell you what, it's a really good run, 3rd down and 2. Do you go back to him again? You go back to it again. What I'm worried about here is Gardner taking another sack. Because it has happened time and time again this season. And these situations, you're at the 35 where Daniel probably has a good enough leg to make it. He takes a sack. You got 2 to the left, power I formation. Gardner, fake handoff to Zeus. Looking, throws down the field, and he just doesn't even give him a shot. I'm done with Gardner Minshew at these situations. I'm done with it. Are you going to send out Carlson for a 52-yarder? And Mile High, I would do this. If it's me, oh my God, the offense is out here on the field. 4th down and 2. Minshew, handoff. Zeus breaks the tackle, but it's not enough. Broncos football. I hate that play call. I hate it. I mean, you're asking your tight end to guard a defensive end. Plus, you're asking JPJ to swing around. That's a big ask right there, Getsy. That's a really, really big ask right there, man. That's freaking brutal. Get the boos in the chat. I don't like that call at all. I'm kicking the field goal. I'm going up 10-7. Look, throw, Nick's short. I mean, Nick's not going to beat you down the field. Get closer to the line of scrimmage here. 4 of 6, 27 and a touchdown. Looks like Troutman's down. He's got a bit of an injury. Reminder, we do have a 50-50 raffle at halftime of today's show. $20 Venmo to get in this one. Darth, you're in. Also, I see Anthony Green is in. And a big pickup there. Oh, God, he took a late hit. 1st down and 10. I mean, that's McLaughlin's first carry for 14 yards. The Raiders, I mean, they gave up, 270 rushing yards last week against the Browns? A lot of.
Dude,
that's
any way this goes into real life that the Raiders might have issues stopping the run.
I'll say this. I have a lot of confidence in Christian Wilkins. I actually did a video around the Raiders potentially signing Calais Campbell, like why they need to add another nose tackle. The Raiders' interior does scare me based on size, outside of a few players. Throw, quick, left side, down, 2nd down and 7 coming up here. Like, the Raiders from a defensive tackle standpoint are pretty undersized for, like, the guys that you're confident in. Now, Jenkins and Wilkins are big dudes, right? Which those are your top two. If something happens to one of those two guys, you're probably going to have to add somebody with some weight. That's why I might think Marcon McCall might end up making this roster. 2nd down and 7. Nix throws underneath. I mean, what are we doing, guys? Way too soft. Also, $20 Venmo, you're in for a chance to win $160 here on the Raiders Report. Peace out, K-Rock. Reminder, y'all, we're trying to treat this like a game day to the best of our ability. Hopefully, all of y'all are having a hell of a time. We do have some Super Chat deals, which I'll bring up here in just a moment. Nix tucks it, runs, and you could tell it's not the first time he's tucked it or ran before in his career. 2nd down and 2 coming up here. Ball to 24, and again, the Broncos get ball at halftime. Cullen, did you F me over, man? Is he out there? It's good. If I was Cullen, I'd be worried a little bit. I'd be sweating. He's like, I'm already sweating. 2nd down and 2. Throw caught up to the 15. He's like, I've been sweating for 28 years. He's like, little did you know, when I came out, sweat. I know. Gross picture. 1st down and 10. 35 seconds to go. Handoff, middle, McLaughlin. Christ. McLaughlin's running through our defense like we're in a Sarah McLachlan commercial. In the eyes of the Angels, I need some help right now. 1st down and goal, ball to 4. Cullen's like, honestly, I did all the swimming. There was no pushing.
You got to hold them to a field goal here. You can't let them score a touchdown and then they get ball.
Raiders still have 3 timeouts. If I'm Denver, I'd actually run this football here. Nix looks. Oh! Picked off Jack Jones! What an interception by Jack Jones! I mean, you're telling me it's 1st down and goal. Bo Nix looking in the back of the end zone, and it's Jack Jones, baby. Every hundo, I'm doing a beer bong. We got the turnover belt. We got the turnover belt. Jack Jones. Let's freaking go, man. Unbelievable pick there. You got 3 timeouts. Gardner looks, throws, 1st down, Jacoby, call timeout. Call timeout. I mean, what an unbelievable play by Jack. I mean, holy shit, dude. And real life situation, imagine the emotion going through your body. Chuggs, we just hit 300 likes. Can I get a wheel spin after this play? 1st down and 10. Minshew's going to drop back. He's going to look. He's going to scramble. Look. Oh, my God. He almost threw it back to him. All right, hang on a second. I need a personal timeout. I need a wheel spin. Unbelievable. I mean, what is Minshew doing there? I mean, what's he doing? Honest question. What's he doing? It's paused. Don't worry. The game's paused, everyone. The game's paused. Nobody wants to see that. Oh, God.
For the rest of this drive, $10 shot clock on Mitch.
Dude, there's no way.
You're the one that wanted it.
That's
$10 shot clock on Mitch for the rest of this drive.
$20 shot clock. I'm changing that rule. It's a 20 for Fireball.
$10.
20 it is. Here we go. Gardner looks, throws.
I hate that play.
That's just that.
You gained 6?
That does nothing for you.
You take away all those
absolutely nothing for you.
Yeah, that's an awful play.
3rd down and 4. I mean, what do you do here?
$10
If I'm the Raiders,
clock.
I'm picking up 1st down here. I'm probably going to burn one then. What do you do? Because you got to get a 1st down.
Yeah, I mean.
You got to get a 1st down. That's a long 4. Gardner Minshew under center. He's going to drop back. Devontae on the right side. Looks, throws, get out of bounds. Brock!
Yeah, he got out.
He got out of bounds. He got out of bounds.
But you only have. Oh my God!
Bang!
Shot clock. Oh, they're kicking it from the logo.
I hate this. From mile high.
No good.
And he missed it. So you're telling me you would rather kick a 60-something yard field goal instead of kicking a field goal when you had 4th and 2 for a 50-yarder? I mean, the fact that this is a 7-7 ball game, I could say the AP has not done a good job. Also, Jack Jones is saving your ass. Jack Jones is saving your ass with that pick right now. Because if this game's 14-7, I'm shitting bricks. I'm bricking shits right now, man.
All right, last chance to get in our 50-50 raffle.
Also, Venthrak, F you. I'm doing 5. This is 5. Oh, wait, with that bang, wait a minute here. Oh, this makes this interesting. With this bang here, Venthrak now regains the lead for our May Bang MVP race. So, friendly reminder, Venthrak's got 17. Zahn's got 16. So, if Zahn bangs again, he gets the 21 because we're doing a special today. 93, Nabman's got 10. Chef Santana, 7. Ed Robbins could also make this interesting. But, Ed, you would have to hit the gong. I'm just telling you that right now. The only way you're making this race interesting is if you hit the gong. I got 5 shots to do. And for Robert Jansen's sake, hand me that shot glass. Or do you care? No? Okay. I should have asked first. 20 to get in. These are hefty shots, by the way. Bro, we got to get the smaller ones. All right, you guys, you'd be disappointed in my shots. I'm not going to lie to you. If a bartender gave you these shots, you'd probably ask for a refill.
And just because
that's horrific.
I see it in the comment section, and we haven't really done a lot of mailbag stuff lately.
Okay.
But he's been spamming this the entire game, and he's a real one, so
what's up, Ron?
I got to put it up there for him.
Just recently found out my baby girl, Serenity, will do her first cheer against the Cowboys for the preseason game. Ron, that's really cool, dude. So, for those of you that don't know, and Ron, if I get the age wrong, correct me down in the chat. His 3-year-old daughter, the Raiders this season are doing like Raiderettes for the younger children. And she's, I want to say 3 years old, right? Cheerleader. She's going to be a Raiderette, and he's been fired up. Ron's been on a bunch of our Zoom calls. Hell, I've been to practice. Ron has taken me to practice before, so super fired up about it. Ron, I'm actually trying to go to this game. Those of you know, Alex, she's a Cowboys fan, and we're going to try to do our best to go out to this game. So if we do, please, let's link up. All right, $20 Venmo here. I'm going to refresh my phone. My question of the nation is, do we do big pot at the end or a race here at halftime? I'm going to put this one up to Venthrak, Zahn, if you're watching, Ed Robbins. You guys are the MVPs of today's show. Do we do a race now or do we do a bigger pot at the end of today's game? You guys let me know. Right now, as it stands, it'd be 20 to win, $160. Though LCA, you're in, and then Finesse Lounge, you are also in. So right now, it'd be 20 to win 18. What are you guys thinking? Serb says big pot. Venthrak says go big. Big race from Ed Robin. We're going to go with a big race. What do you guys think? Let's go big race here on today's show, which means at the very, very end of it, we are going to give away some money doing a duck race, which means let's get into the second half action here on the Raiders Report. Here we go. Here we go. If anybody hits the gong today, I'm going to add $200 to that Venmo race. Not 100, 200 to that Venmo race. Somebody's got to hit the gong today, though. 7-7 is the score. 7-7 is the score. Come on. Come on.
Pumping up Crosby on the sidelines, Wilkins and Spillane.
Dude, I can't wait to watch Max Crosby and Christian Wilkins get to work. Those two are going to be unbelievable
Sean
this
Payton
season.
On the screen right now. I have a quick question for you and the folks at home.
Oh, yeah?
Really quick question, and I want to hear your voice on this. Is Sean Payton on the hot seat?
I'm going to say no, and for him getting losing his job. Yes, and I think Bill Belichick is on the hot seat of, is he still the greatest head coach of all time because he couldn't win without Tom Brady? I think if Sean Payton goes out and lays a stinker this year, it's like, was Sean Payton really good or was just Drew Brees also just really good? I think that's a fair debate.
Yeah.
Because also since his time with the Broncos, he's done a lot of very, very questionable things. Here we go, 7-7, Bo Nix under center. It's going to be a handoff left side of the Javonte. I'll tell you what, Trey Taylor's been flying all over the football field this season. You love to see it from the rookie. You love to see it.
Did the Raiders get a diamond in the rough?
Dude, I hope so.
He won the award for the best defensive back in college last year.
Rustin Long, you are in. 2nd down and 6. Handoff again.
Wow,
man,
Spillane just got destroyed.
Trucked. He got absolutely trucked. 1st down here for Denver. I'll tell you what, if this Madden game is any indication of anything, our run defense is going to struggle. We've been getting worked run. And I'll say this, last year, Jimmy Garoppolo led the Madden season in interceptions.
Also, Spillane got a couple picks as well, and that happened in real life.
Yeah, that's true, man. Spillane was amazing in coverage.
As much as people hated our Madden Sims last year,
broken up. Really nice play there by Hobbs.
Some of them went.
They're pretty accurate.
There were some pretty accurate things in there.
I mean, there's obviously accurate things in any way that you look at it, but I want to say Spillane had exactly 3 or 4 picks in Madden last year.
I think he had a pick against the Packers in Madden and in real life.
I know he had a pick 6 in Madden. 2nd down and 10. Knicks looking. Raiders bring a little bit of pressure here. Quick throw, middle of the field.
Dude, also, if this is anything like real life, it's very accurate. Because what did I say that Bo Nix does
he just
all the time?
All underneath.
I think every pass.
Troutman's got 5 for 38.
I think every pass that he's made today has been a drag route, a dink and dunk route.
Yeah. You're probably not wrong. Rustin Long, you are in. Bo Nix, handoff on 3rd down and 2, and they got him! Brings them down, 4th and 4. What a play by Tyree Wilson.
Oh, he gave him the finger. He said this, not in my house.
Not today. Not today.
Not today, sweetheart.
4th down and 4. They're going to have to punt, right? You're at the 50. You're going to have to punt.
Have we seen a punt return yet for the Raiders?
Kickoff return.
There's been some punts, but I don't think we've seen a punt return.
Yeah, we have. There was that game. We had a kick return and a punt return, wasn't it?
Oh, wait.
Dude, we had 2 in 1 game. We had 2 in 1 game.
Oh, great punt.
That's a hell of a punt there. Gardner Minshew coming out here on the field. Ball at the 7.
Let me know what's going to happen on this drive. Touchdown, field goal, turnover, or punt.
If anybody sends in a $10 super chat and you predict the right thing that happens on this drive,
go!
I'll do a beer bong. 1st down and 10.
Zamir!
That's a hell of a pickup. I mean, you got to keep going with that, right? Like, you gotta go with that. I'll also say this, though. If you guess it right, you can only pick 1 for each. You know what I mean? Can't have, 10 TDs. Can't have 10 field goals. 1st down and 10. Ball here at the 33. Minshew. Keep handing it off the rock, man. Laubie's going to run it up the middle. I mean, this Raiders offensive line this season has been phenomenal. It's been phenomenal.
Super chat.
What's up, Rich? Considering most Raider fans should be Warriors and Lakers fans, think we are all rooting for the Mavs. F Boston. Also, how lit is Dallas right now because of the Mavs? Also because of the Stars, dude.
Pretty lit.
Dallas right now is a hell of a time because also the Rangers won the World Series just last season. Dallas is a fun time. Handoff, middle. Zamir gets about 9 yards. I'll tell you what, if anybody's ever been thinking about coming to Dallas, come to Dallas like this weekend, or maybe not this, next weekend. Next weekend's probably the better weekend to do it.
I was going to say tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a tough sell. Especially
if you're
for
thinking
people that
about
watch
coming,
this
why don't
in
you
August.
just come tomorrow?
So next weekend, the city of Dallas next weekend is going to be wild. I will say, I'll be out of town, though. Gardner Minshew jumps back, looks, throws high and outside, and it's 3rd down and 1.
You can either come tomorrow or next week when I'm not here.
Correct.
Those are your 2 options. 3rd and 1, you run it right here with
You got to run the rock. You got to run the rock.
Zamir's been, besides that awful 4th and 2 where they went on a shotgun, which they're going on a shotgun again.
What the hell are we doing, Getsy? Shotgun, Minshew. Oh, my God. Same play. This time it works, though. Laube up the middle.
Never a doubt.
You can't doubt it. You already knew. 3 carries, 27 yards for Laube. I'm not lying. I think that was the exact same play from the other side. The exact same play. The only difference was the running back. Which, maybe in a real-life situation, then you think Laube's in the game. He's going to pass the football. You try to run the rock here a little bit. I mean, that's a big first down, though. Ball here at the 34-yard line. 7-7 ball game. All 2 teams have all 3 of their timeouts. 3 minutes and 38 seconds to go. Minshew looks, quick throw, left side. Oh man, that was almost a fumble. I'll tell you what, Minshew lays some guys out. Like, he's hanging some guys out to dry. Also, Dylan Parham with the new locks.
Riz, best city in Texas? I'd have to say Houston, probably.
Nobody thinks that besides people from Houston. 2nd down and 10. It's Dallas, and it's not close. Though Austin's a nice city, too. San Antonio's up there. Alex likes Austin the most, but Dallas is the best city, honestly. Throw! Caught Jacoby! 1st down and goal. We're in the Fanatics red zone. Reminder, if anybody needs a Raiders jersey for this season, go to chatsports.com/Raiders jerseys. The best deal for everybody that's watching this live show, there's a Bo Jackson jersey. It's usually $160. You can get it for, I want to say it's like $50, $60 off right now. Check it out. It's in the links down in the comments and in the description. Here we go. Handoff. Zamir stood up. Nowhere. 2nd down and 9.
Yeah.
2nd down and 9. Nowhere going. Let's get some TDs going. I need some good vibes going. What do you got for me? 2nd down and 9. Power eye Alexander Madison. I don't like when they do this. Jacoby Adams in the game. Looks like Brock Bowers. No, Mayer's lined up. Pitch, right side.
Oh, it looked open.
It looked open, but it quickly sealed.
Mayer was not able to keep his block on.
Muerte! Sending in the good vibes. I appreciate that, Muerte. Minshew, shotgun. You got Brock Bowers. He's one-on-one, and Devontae's one-on-one. Mayer's got his hand in the dirt. Minshew looks right. He's wide open. There has been a handful of times this season that Minshew has missed a wide open receiver.
Holy crap.
You can't get more wide open than that. Brian Hoyer makes that throw. Kick is up, kick's good. 10-7. That's devastating. Though the fact that the Raiders are winning this game, this is the worst game they've played all year. As a team, collectively. Minshew was really bad week 1. Raiders up here 10-7. Come on, man.
I think Mitch makes that throw if he's playing.
Yeah, I'm making that throw. I can out-throw Jimmy Garoppolo with a football. I can tell you that right now. And I'm making that throw. You're making that throw. That wasn't even close. That was like you're at a barbecue with a bunch of friends and you give a guy a football and you look at him and you're like, this guy can't throw a football. You know right off the bat. And everybody has that friend. And he throws it and it's not close. That's what that was. Ball here at the 23-yard line, and here comes Blow Nix walking out onto the field. Last time he was on the field, threw a pick. I think. I don't know. I just knew he threw a pick. That was against Jack Jones. That was the previous drive.
That was a punt.
Same thing. No, I'm just kidding. 1st down and 10. Raiders up 10-7. Minute 52 here to go. Nix, shotgun, handoff.
Crosby
and Malcolm Kuntz all over it. 2nd down and 12.
Get those 98s.
I mean, he's the best in the biz. People who don't watch Max Crosby play don't know how good he actually is. There's nobody that's as good as Crosby in the league, and I hope that people soon start to recognize that. 2nd down and 12, ball to 22. Knicks, shotgun again. Looking. You know he's not going to throw it deep. Quick throw under the middle of the field. Oh, God, I thought he got knocked out there. McLaughlin catches the football. Knicks today 9 for 13 for 63 yards. 3rd down and 5, and Jeremy.
It's 3rd down.
Come on, y'all, get the threes going. Yoda, Ami, Jib, Jason, El Loco, Billy Davis spamming those threes. Knicks looking, still looking. Incomplete. I was with you. Crosby's getting held all day.
They're grabbing his jersey.
I mean, that's disgraceful. 4th down and 5. Good stop there by the defense. And here comes this Raiders offense yet again. Oh, you got to watch out, though, for Sean. Sean tries to get too creative sometimes. Nope, don't do that to me. Punt is away. Back to receive the kick is going to be Dylan Laub. He's going to catch it, and that was horrible. I could have done it better. No, I'm just kidding. I will never say that. I think that's got to be one of the most terrifying things in the NFL. Imagine being a punt returner. That's horrific. 1st down and 10 here. Ball at the 30-yard line. 39 seconds to go. Handoff. Zeus. I'll tell you what. They're starting to crowd the box here a little bit more.
They're daring Minshew to beat him.
I don't blame them. I do the same thing. The way that this season is gone, I don't want Zamir White running the football. Zamir White, the price is right. 2nd down and 9. Ball at the 31. Shotgun. Minshew, 2 to the right. You also got 2 to the left here. Looks like Mayer and Jacoby no, it's Devontae. Oh, man, it's a screen to Zamir. I love it. I don't know if he got it. He did. They gave it to him. 1st down and 10. I'll tell you what, I kind of like that play call. 4th quarter action coming up here on the show. I mean, the Raiders, from a yard perspective, have dominated this game, but it's a lot closer due to a bad turnover by Minshew, but also a really bad turnover here by Bo Nix. 1st down and 10, 1 to the left, 3 to the right. Minshew, handoff, Laube, nowhere.
Oh.
That play got blown up from the start. That wasn't even close, man. Wasn't even close, man.
Oh. Dylan Parham in the backfield. He was trying to pull, and he got caught.
Venthrak, 3 bangs away from a gong. Zahn, 1 bang away from a gong. Ed Robbins, 3 away from a gong. Those are the people that are closest. Throw, 2nd down and 14. It's Jacoby. Makes a guy miss. Could not get an extra few yards or 2. But, I mean, that's a really big pickup there. Gain of 11, 3rd down and 3. This makes this interesting. If you're the Raiders, do you run or do you pass here? And the only reason why that I say that is because you're close enough where you're like, do I consider going for it? I'm going to probably pass the ball here, though. Minshew under center. Fake handoff to Zamir. Minshew steps up into the pocket, run for it. He does! Slides down, 1st down! Gardner Minshew. I'll tell you what, you might hate on him. Aiden's not making that play.
So technically, whatever you typed was correct.
Correct.
It was a pass play that ended up being a run play.
There you go. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Minshew under center. Oh, man, he's switching it up here a little bit. Talking to, looks like Bowers. Minshew drops back. Oh, my.
That should have been a pick.
He was talking to Michael Mayer, and I think he already predetermined where he was going to throw that football. As soon as he got hike, he threw it. I mean, it was right in the hands of the linebacker. He dropped it. Thank the Lord. Thank the Lord. Minshew under center. You got 2 to the left. You got Mayer with his hand in the dirt to the right. Running back is Zamir White. Fake handoff. Got to get rid of it. Oh, Christ. And just unblocked. Takes a sack. Barton. I mean, nobody blocked him. Cody Barton goes unblocked. But Minshew's got to do, I mean, he's got to try to do something.
He was a sitting duck.
I mean, he literally was like, that looks like somebody that's trying to get sacked. That's brutal. 3rd down and 19. This game is way too close for my liking. Shotgun is Minshew. He's going to drop back to screen to Laube. I like the idea of you trying to get a few yards, just bad execution.
Laube should have ran it outside. Could have gotten 5, 6, maybe
again,
7 more yards.
I don't disagree with the play call. I think it was bad execution because now you're going to have to punt it. I mean, you got one of the best punters, if not the best punter in the NFL.
Fake.
I don't want to fake right here. If you're going to do a fake, put your offense out on the field. Kick is away here by Carlson. A.J. Cole goes back in the end zone. Where's your special teams, though? You got to get down the field. You got to put a little bit. You got to put a little bit more air on it. Man, it just barely rolls into the back of the end zone. So now the Broncos with 3 timeouts. Raiders also have 3 timeouts. They're going to get the ball here to start at the 20. Your defense has played well today, but getting stops is tough the later and later this game gets. Nix looks, throws. He's just not close.
Almost a pick.
He's just not close. If I'm the Raiders, I'm daring you to throw.
Jack Jones almost got number 2.
He almost had another. Almost had another. Come on, man. I mean, this is a shit game. This is a bad QB game. 2nd down and 10. Nix looking. Still looking. Tyree Wilson's loose. The pressure can't get home. Missed tackle opportunity. It's 3rd down and inches. So, I mean, you got to have 3rd down and 3 there. 3rd down and 3 is massively different than 3rd and inches. If I'm the Raiders, though, I'm selling out on run here.
It's 3rd down.
You gotta sell out. The gap is wide open. Right up the middle. I mean, what is that formation? You're going to let them go under center? I mean, if I'm Bo Nix, I should probably just keep that and just dive forward. 1st down. Well, wait a minute here. It's getting a little chippy. It's getting a little bit chippy. Tristan, you in. Tristan alum, you in. Looks, throws, right side. Caught, tackle made. Good tackle there by Nate Hobbs. 2nd down and 5. Again, Bo is yet to be able to prove to you this game that he can throw it past 10 yards. Soft coverage, put some guys in the box, make them beat you deep. Because the only time I think Nix has tried to throw the ball deep was he tried to throw it over 10 yards. He was picked by Jack Jones. Oh, man, I don't like that matchup there by Spillane. Nix, shotgun, going to drop back, looking. Throws, right side. And it's broken up by Jack. I mean, what a game here by Jones. He got beat a little bit, but he was smart enough to be able to get back to the football and break that one up. It's 3rd down and 5. Come on, defense. Let's go. Got to get a stop here.
3rd down.
El Loco, Yoda, Robert. What up, hippie? 3rd down and 5. Bo Nix going to drop back, looking, throw, short. It's caught. Troutman again. Troutman's got to have, maybe that's not Troutman. Yeah, it's Troutman. He's got 7 for 81. He's killing you today. People, look at this coverage. What is this coverage? What are we doing? What are we doing? Stoffel, I'm with you. I can't stand when they play in zone. Get physical. Go press man. That's how your defense is built. Go press. Nix, shotgun. 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Running back there with Nix. Nix looks, throws, short throw again. Incomplete. Missed him.
Can't throw outside the numbers.
He can't.
Nix no throw. That's what we call him. Nix no throw.
Blow Nix.
Blow Nix.
2nd down and 10. Come on, defense. We got to get a stop here. If you haven't already, make sure you click that like button. We greatly appreciate it when you do. 2nd down and 10. Nix going to drop back, looking. Still looking. He's going to throw right. Oh, my God. What was that? Nate Hobbs, totally whiffed. I don't know if he was trying to go for the pick, totally mistimed it. He barely even got a hand on him. Some miscommunication in with Marcus Epps, but if I'm Epps, I'm going, what are you doing, man? You got to hit somebody. If you're having a good time today, make sure you're subscribed because when the Raiders and Broncos actually play in Week 5, it's going to be electric here. If you're a Broncos fan, if you're a Raiders fan, make sure you bring your drinking pants. Throw, short, middle, caught, 8-yard gain. If you're the Raiders, do you start considering using your timeouts? Because you're going to get into a situation here where they might score a touchdown. Now, again, if I'm Denver, I'm letting this go all the way down to the 2-minute warning. 3, 2, 1. They don't get it off. 2-minute warning. Both teams still have all 3 of their timeouts, but if you're the Broncos, you're like, worst case scenario, we're going into overtime here. Worst case scenario, we're going to overtime. Reminder, if you need a Raiders jersey, chatsports.com/Raiders jerseys. If you're watching this live, the best deal that we have available, it's not the Bo Jackson jersey that you just saw, but it is a Bo Jackson jersey available. Again, it's like $160. You can get it for about $110, $120. I forget what it is, but it's a beautiful, beautiful Mitchell and Ness jersey. Chatsports.com/Raiders jerseys. All right, here we go. Bo Nick's going to drop back. He's looking. Throws all the way across his body. I mean, what is he doing? 3rd down and 2. If you're able to hold them, ooh, okay. That's twice now, though. It's a little chippy. I like the tenacity, but both, you got to be careful they're getting a flag. Both of them. 3rd down and 2. Ball to 23. If you got to stop here, if you're the Broncos, you're trying to snap this losing streak. No, you are at home. 3rd and 2. Nix drops back, looking. Throws. Oh, my God, he missed him. Missed him. Divine, why the hell are you celebrating? You weren't even close. 4th down and 2. They got to go for it. Again, same player, McLaughlin. F that guy. And here we go. They're going to try to kick a field goal, which I'm happy about. Which means the Raiders are going to have 3 timeouts here. Kick is up. Oh, kick is good. 10-10 is the score. I don't know if my heart can do overtime. I'll tell you what. Every single game we've had has been a hell of a football game. It's been a hell of a football game. Cullen. He's not out there. He better not have effed us. I saw him earlier. Yeah. Yep. He was the guy that took the gong. Which, I guess is pretty good. 10-10.
Hot seat Coop?
Uh-oh. Maybe. You know why Coop doesn't make those deals? You know why. 10-10 is the score. Minute 49 to go. And, oh, man, Laube, you better take this, brother. Laube makes a guy miss, and he gets back to, what, the 20? Here we go.
He returned a touchdown earlier. If he's feeling it, I feel comfortable letting him run it out.
All right, fair enough. You just use more time, though. You still have 3 timeouts here. The thing with Minshew is he has been clutch. Minshew drops back, looking, scrambles, steps up into the pocket, throws a missile. First down to, Michael Mayer. I almost said Foster Moreau. I'm not going to lie. It's still in my brain. Anytime I see 87. Michael Mayer, first down.
Do you go hurry up here, or do you let the clock run?
I mean, if you're the Raiders, you don't want. If you have enough confidence in Daniel Carlson, you're okay. Well, you let this clock tick a little bit. Minshew, shotgun, 2 to the left, 1 to the right. Minshew's going to drop back. He's looking. Oh, Christ. I hate when he does this. Throws. Hits his man again. 2nd down and 3. Honestly, I'm okay. Let that clock tick.
Mayer's had a good year this year.
You got to get about 20 yards here. You get about 20 yards. You have 3 timeouts to do it. I have enough confidence in Daniel Carlson. Reminder at the end of today's game, $20 Venmo. Right now to win, it'd be $200. Fake handoff. Minshew looking. 42 seconds to go. He's got him wide open. Did he get it in? He did! What a catch, Davante Adams! First down, Raiders. I mean, that's just toe drag swag right there. That's Davante beating his guy. Minshew putting it in the perfect position. And Davante bringing it in. First down, Raiders. What a hell of a catch there by 17. My question now is, do you run? Are you just trying to run out the clock?
I do. You're at the 23.
You're okay.
That looks like what
I'm going to run the football here. I'm running it. I'm trusting Daniel Carlson. You're making a last-minute field goal.
They do have 3 timeouts.
Run, Zamir. Are they going to let him score? Oh, that's really smart. You got to get taken down inside. Timeout, Denver. 3 seconds to go.
In a real-life game, this is what you do.
I'm kneeling. In a real-life game, you take a knee. You take a knee. You say, make a choice.
Well, no, they have 2 timeouts. You can take.
Well, I'm saying, you don't make a choice. Do you use all your timeouts though for the Broncos? Then probably.
Oh wow, they're not taking a knee.
This is brutal. This is absolutely brutal.
Fumble.
Oh my God! Don't do that to me. Gardner Minshew. Handoff, Zamir White. Touchdown. Raiders.
I don't like it. I hate it.
I hate it too because you're giving him a chance to tie. I get it. You want to go up.
And they still have 2 timeouts?
Yeah, you're not doing that. In real life football, you're not doing that. Let's be real here. You're not doing that. You're taking a knee. You're going to make them use all their timeouts, and then essentially you're kicking an extra point to win the game. An old extra point to win the game. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. In a real life situation, I'm telling you right now,
I'd be pissed.
I'm pissed off. Really, really, really pissed off at AP. 17-10 is the score.
Someone's going to clip that and just be like, this guy hates Antonio Pierce.
Right? It's usually how it goes. I mean, let's be real, though. You're taking knees there. You're taking a knee. No, Jansen, we sunk it through. We got 500 people here in the building. If you haven't already, click that like button. Because I'll tell you this right now. If the Broncos win this game, I'm pissed off going into my weekend. And most of y'all probably are too. It's May 31st.
Cullen's getting a kick in the nuts.
He might. Cullen's not going to be a happy camper. 31 seconds to go. Broncos have 2 timeouts. I mean, your defense has played phenomenal, but it's Madden. All right, they're going to take the knee. All right, here we go. Ball to 25. Can Below Nix get it done? Don't look at me like that. Though you said you don't know the ending. He's looking at me like he might. I'm nervous. Timmy Jones, Mo Chavez, you in. He's so bad, man. I'm glad that they got it accurate, though. Timmy Jones, you in. 20 to win, 220. Reminder, if somebody hits the gong today, I'll put $200 on that Venmo pot.
And
Zahn is 1 away. Robbins is 3.
Minshew's just so lucky the defense is playing so well this year.
He's right. 4th. Are they going to go to 4-1? I mean, again, Nick's looking, can't find anybody open at 3rd down and 10.
Diablo's like, hell yeah. Ball was 15 yards away from everybody.
If you're the Broncos here, what's the play?
I mean, you throw it deep and hope for a PI.
On 3rd down and 10?
Yeah.
Fair enough. Let's see. Here we go. Bo Nix, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Nix, shotgun, got a running back on his left hip here. He's going to drop back. He's looking. Throws, middle. He's out of bounds. No way. Challenge it. Dude, there's no way he got 2 feet in. Challenge that play. They're saying it's a 1st down, ball at the 48. AP, come on, man. Throw that challenge flag, dude. Oh, wait, they're going to review it. All right, there's no way he got this in. There's no way. Did he catch it? Y for yes, N for no. What's he doing? No chance. No chance. There's no way. And they reverse it. 4th down and 10. They got it right. They got it right. 4th down and 10. This is ball game here. Nix looks, throws. He's wide open. Gets out of bounds. How's that possible? How's that possible? He's wide open. Marvin Mims Jr. Ball at the 49. 14 seconds to go. I mean, it's even worse. Nix, shotgun, 3 to the left. He's going to drop back. 10, 9, throws. Wide open again. Timeout Denver. Ball to 24. You got 2 plays here. If you're the Broncos, if I'm Denver here, I'm trying to run a really, really quick play to get me within 20 yards. Got to get a stop. If you're the Raiders here, you're obviously okay giving up anything besides a touchdown. What's this matchup here on the right? You got 3 receivers to the right. There's 2 defenders over there. What the hell are we doing? Nix looking, throws, right side. Nobody's home. Here we go. Final play of the game. 3 seconds to go. Final play of the game. The Raiders won on a last-second touchdown last week. You're at the 24-yard line. I'll be honest, that's a terrible play by the Broncos. 2nd down and 10. Blow Nix. Shotgun. 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Got a running back on his right hip. Nix drops back. Quick throw. What's he doing? I mean, that's the worst play of all time. Raiders win. The last play of the game, Blow Nix throws it 10 yards short. Imagine that. Raiders get the dub. Broncos fall to 0-5. What a monumental win. It wasn't perfect, but the Raiders, give me a just win, baby. Sounds like you did well. That's bad. That's better. Reminder, y'all, if you have a good time watching these streams, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications. If you had a good time watching a Madden game, you already know. On an actual game day, shit's going to be lit. Raiders win. Congratulations. Congrats to all of you, because this pot might be getting a little bit bigger here on today's show. Jeremy, I'm going to send you the list of names that I got. Right now, we got 22 names on this list. 22 names. I'm going to send it to TV.
22. Can you do something for me?
I can. The bang race as it stands right now. Ben Thrack, you are in the lead. As soon as we end the show, deal's over. Zaun's in second. 93's in third. Zaun could really F this show up, which I'll be real with y'all. I'm saying this because I'm very confident he's asleep. He works weird hours. If Zaun sends in a hundo and he bangs, okay, think about this. If he bangs on this show, he is the new MVP, and I have to add $200 to the pot. The only other person that I think that can do it outside would be Ed Robbins. 60 seconds on the clock here. All right, I'm going to put 20 seconds here on the clock. Hang on. Lord Cameron Abbott, Chuggs. You got to add Lord Cameron Abbott. You also have to add Johnny B. Good. Add him to the race. Add Johnny B. Good. And this is my final call to get this thing wild.
So winner gets $240.
Right now, winner would get $240 unless somebody hits the gong. I need you to do two things. Actually, can I go pee real quick? Is that possible? I don't have it. I gotta go get it. They stole it.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess you can go pee.
All right, I'll be right back.
Well, I guess Mitch is gone, so you know the rules. $10 super chat is a shot. Every 10 is a shot for Mitch right now. Anthony Green, what's up? What's up? Ready for my weekend to get going? I got a haircut in an hour, so I gotta get this thing rolling on so I can make my haircut. I gotta leave in about 45 minutes. What's up, Gatlin? Crash Dog said, I'm in traffic. El Trafico. High and tight, Chuggs. High and tight. Yeah, I'm getting a skin fade. Gotta go get the haircut. I'm getting it right after I leave the office today. It's scheduled for 7, so I should be good. But yep, I'm getting the fade.
We're gonna make it. I hope. We'll figure it out. All right, y'all. Well, sometimes wild shit happens on, not quite. Almost. There we go. Sometimes wild shit happens, and when it does, I love to celebrate with you. Ed Robbins! Ed Robbins! A gong rip for Ed Robbins.
Why'd you use the broken one?
That's the one Sperry had. I took it out. I didn't even think about it.
Also, you owe 2 shots.
Oh, Christ. All right, so Ed, where was Ed at? So that means Ed was at there.
That means Ed's the MVP.
Ed right now would be the MVP for the month of May.
And the show, so next game day.
I know I got to get my Ed Robbins jersey. Ed, I know I don't have your jersey yet, so what I'll end up doing is I'll just put your name over a jersey that I have. It's probably going to be number 4 for Aidan just because I don't want to take away from somebody else's jersey.
And if you could do 2 shots for me, one for Yoda.
I'm in trouble here.
And one for Rustin. Tell me why these sim games have me stressed like the season already started. Raider Nation for life. I'll be happy when I don't have to get fades anymore. Yeah, I'm getting the fade. My hair doesn't look long, but it's really thick. So whenever it gets hot, it's like a freaking jacket. It holds in the heat.
Really?
Yeah.
All right, so this also means I'm adding $200 to our duck race. So originally...
Do I add Ed in again?
Yeah, put Ed in again. Why not?
I'll add 2 for Ed.
All right, so I'm going to go through here and tell you all the new people that are in our race. So that means Ed is in. Oh, wait. How do you want me to send these?
You can just send them to TV. It's okay.
Okay. Sorry. All right, so the last name that I got. So you already put Ed in?
I put Ed in.
All right, we got Charles G is in. Ron Raspberry is in. Finesse Lounge is in. Amy is in. Luis Rod is in. So how many people is that?
That is, so I put in Ed a couple times.
Okay.
So 32 altogether.
All right, so right now, $20 Venmo to win $520. It's pretty good. You would win $520. Right? That math checks out, right? Yeah. $520.
Last chance to get in.
Your final opportunity to get in. I'll tell you what, we've done a lot of really good duck race deals on this show. It's this is probably one of our best deals we've ever done. Final opportunity to get in. Chuggs, what's the race? Just so I can see it.
Oh, you want to know what race it is?
Mm-hmm.
Well, in honor of today.
What does this mean? In honor of today. Oh. It makes sense.
We're going donkeys.
Got to go to the donkey race. Jeffrey Kreischer is in. Do you need me to spell that?
I'm just going to go Jeff K.
Jeff K. It's a good, smart man. That's what I would have went with.
That's what you did.
Yep. All right, here we go. Here we go. Winner of this race gets $530. It's quite a bit of money. Wait. Crash Dog, add him. You guys, I'm telling you what, you better get in. You better get in. Quick. Crash Dog is in. All right. Here we go. I've given you enough opportunities.
In 3, 2, 1.
Just got one. Sorry, Jason. Too slow. All right, here we go. Winner's going to get what? $540, right?
Mm-hmm.
$540 in this race. This is going to be electric here. Ryan Bass out to a little bit of a lead. 93 Navman, Ed Robbins, Javier Villafan. Charles G in an interesting spot. Amy down there below. Crash Dog starting to fall back there a little bit. Jason Gutierrez, 25 seconds to go. If the winner right now would be Stanley Holmes, though Mo Chavez and Javier Villafan are giving him a good run for his money. Well, I thought that alum guy was about to make a run. LCA, interesting spot here. Chuggs, I'll tell you what, I have no idea who's going to win. Ron Raspberry is in a very interesting spot as well.
LCA!
LCA starting to make a charge forward. Charles
LCA!
G starting to make a charge forward.
LCA!
Lord Cameron Abbott! Let's go! Bro, I thought if this race is 2 seconds longer, Finesse Lounge wins that race.
Yeah.
Legitimately. All right, so I just sent $20 back to Jason Gutierrez, just so you know. And then, all right, let me send this to Lord Cameron Abbott. What was it? 540, right?
Yes, sir.
Congrats to Mr. Cameron Abbott. That's been paid. Okay. Awesome. LCA, can you please confirm with me down below that you just received $540?
And I don't even know if we're allowed to do this, but Amy gets the butthole pick.
Amy gets a butthole pick?
If she wants it.
My dad will be happy. My dad will be happy.
You've already had the old bull. Why not the young calf?
Dad, I'll send it to you later.
As always, don't miss a thing here on the channel. We're bringing you daily videos. That means a video every single day.
Wait, so time out. Are you telling me daily videos?
Every day. Every day here on the channel.
That's insane.
Only ones who do it.
We're definitely only one of the only ones. Also,
I can't tell you how many YouTube channels actually post every single day. I only post 5 to 6 times a week on Texans, and all of my competitors message me and they're like, dude, I'm trying to keep up with you.
oh, dude, that's cool.
And they're like, I had somebody message me yesterday. They're like, I'm trying to post as much as you do. You're doing a great job. I said, thank
amazing.
you. Go fuck yourself.
Oh, dude, that's sick. I mean, we pump out a lot of content too, obviously, and you know the cool part about this show is, I'm gonna tell you all right now, Chuggs and I don't keep any of the money, the Venmos, the super chats. We don't keep any of the money. I can't wait to show y'all the studio that we're about to have here. Chuggs and I, we saw how much the layout is, all that. It's gonna take us a solid year to kind of build everything. But bro, like I'm telling you guys right now, people that are watching this stream right now, you're gonna remember that we're talking about this, and you're gonna see the studio that we have. It's gonna be amazing. The amount of extra stuff that we're gonna be able to do. But like everything that we make here goes back into the Raiders report, and it's you're gonna get even more videos the more and more years we go. I hope there's a day where
Robert,
we can do even more.
I gave your address along. When it comes, it comes.
Yep.
You've messaged me multiple times. I got your address. I told you I put in the address. That's all. After that point, it's completely out of my hands.
Yeah, unfortunately, Robert, like we sent it to our shipping department, and then they'll end up.
I got a message at 10 o'clock last night. Where's my jersey?
Robert, I'll tell you this. Don't send that anymore. If you don't trust us, that's one thing. I hope people that watch the show trust us. Where you might get it today. You might get it 3 months from now. I don't know, but you'll get it.
Believe it or not, me and Mitch are not in our mailroom packing all these jerseys up. We have people here at Chat Sports who are doing that
Stamps.
for us.
You like stamps? I like stamps. I need you to do me a really solid favor. I need you to look at your Slack.
I am.
Oh, I sent it to TV.
Oh, okay.
I sent it to TV. Right when you thought today couldn't get weirder, sometimes, just sometimes it gets weirder. I don't know how to say besides that. I'm gonna do a beer bong. You know what? I'll do 2. I'll do 2 beer bongs. I already poured one up, but it looks like we might go back to back to back to back. Back to back.
Do you have another happy?
I do. I have another hap, Dad. Cheers to you. Also, I think that now basically secures the win. If my math is correct, and it's probably wrong, Venthrak now has got a 10-bang lead over anybody close to him. I'm just telling you right now, because if you hit the gong today, it counted as 15. We did a special deal, final day of May. I think Ventrak's the MVP. Can we all spam MVP for Ventrak?
Oh.
That's some, I'll tell you what, Ventrak. He's,
Ron said somebody's trying to make Mount Raider.
I was just going to say, dude, it's back to back to back to back. And an MVP title under his belt. I mean, again, I would say right now, if I had to add, Ventrak's got to be up there. Lord Cameron Abbott's got to be up there as well. I mean, those guys are wild. Rebel's a real one. Buddy Bear. There's a lot of names. All right, hang on.
Navman. He's been coming on strong. Giggity.
Yeah, but I won't add anybody in year one. I know it's getting we're struggling here.
Yeah.
We're struggling here a little bit. I think this is a good time to say bon voyage. Though the Raiders are what, 4-1? Every time I've won the Ventrak jersey, the Raiders have won. I mean,
I'm
just saying, man. I like when the Raiders win.
Ed said, "What's Mitch? What's Ventrak's record for today?
What's Ventrak's total for the day?
500. How far is Ed away from him for today? Oh, is Ed still ahead of him for today?
So no, both Ed and Ventrak today both have 5 bangs. Both have 5 bangs. So I guess that's true. The only reason why, Ed, and I hope you don't know, I usually give either tie to Mount Raider more or tie to the biggest one that we got. So because of that, I would give tie to Ventrak.
But how about this?
I'm listening. What you got for me?
We should be almost on that, right?
The boot? I don't know if I have everybody else's name on it. So what are you saying? Hit me up. You're saying, Ed, how about this? Ed, I'll make you a deal.
One more for the boot?
Ed, you bang one more time. I'll send you the boot. I'm going to wear Ventrak's jersey next week because I have Ventrak's jersey. You bang one more time, I'll send you the boot. And then...
Rustin's actually right, though. Ed is ahead today. He's at 501.
Yeah, that's fair. Ed, I'll tell you this, though. I'm not going to send you this boot because I feel like I have to fill out the remainder of the names to be able to give this one away because I know a lot of people try to get on it. I do have another Raiders boot, though, that Chuggs and I can sign and we can send to you. Is that fair? You guys think that's fair? I think, is that fair? Chuggs says, yeah, kind of. Yeah, kind of. Love Oakland dreaming. The real question is, were y'all actually partying with us today? Because I'm in.
And there's actually one more thing that we got to do before we head out. Because it is Friday.
Yep. Closing time. Open all the doors and let you out into the world. Closing time. Turn on all the lights on over every boy and every girl. Closing time. One last call for alcohol, so finish your whiskey or beer. Imagine if the Raiders signed someone. Closing time. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. 'Cause I know who I wanna take me home. I know who I wanna take me home. I know who I wanna take me home. Take me home. Seriously, y'all, have a hell of a weekend. Ventrak, you're insane. Lord Cameron Abbott, congrats on the money. What a hell of a day today's been. Ed Robbins, you guys are real ones out there. I had a lot of fun today. I really did. Raiders got the dub today, 4-1 on the Madden season. That's a huge win. For next week, I'm just going to tell y'all right now, we will be live Monday, and we will be live Tuesday at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 p.m. Pacific. I will not be live on Thursday or Friday next week because my buddy, he's one of the best men in my wedding. I'm one of the best men in his wedding. I'm going to be in Pennsylvania in the Poconos for a little bachelor party. So
Ooh.
if anybody's going to go party out at some bars in the Poconos, you might see me. I don't know where we're going.
In the Poconos, Camila.
Not quite.
Ooh, you want to take me to Bermuda?
I'd rather go to Bermuda. Dave, if you're watching, if you ever get married again, I'd rather go to Bermuda next time.
To the Poconos.
I'd rather go to Bermuda. But seriously, y'all, had a hell of a time. Appreciate the fact that all y'all tuned in. I would love to invite Zom, but it's not my personal bachelor party.
In the wise words of Rebel Montana, class dismissed.
Go home, Mitchell.